Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lewis C. Martin Stadium here in Shaler area, Pennsylvania, where the Shaler area Titans host the Franklin Regional Panthers. Hi, everybody. I'm John Irwin alongside my partner for today's game, Joey Miller. And Joey, what a game we can have for ourselves today. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. Shaler's coming for a bounce-back win after a tough loss against Hempfield. And Franklin Regional's coming off a great win against Gateway. This game's going to be great.
Yeah, it's homecoming day here in Shaler area 2022, a bunch of festivities. But again, from the festivities come the football game. And Joey, what do the Shaler Titans need to do after what I would think was a huge loss against Hempfield? Game of the week everywhere. What do they need to do?
I think they need to start by getting stops. Last week they didn't get very many stops, which led Hempfield to get 41 points, I think.
I think it was around 41 to 45 in between there. They had a lot of big points. That's a good point, though. They actually went, I think, 3-and-out a couple times in the beginning. From there, Hempfield's game. What do they need to do tonight on the offense or defensive side of things to beat the Panthers?
I think they need to just throw the ball, make big plays, and then they need to get stops on defense with JoJo Rispoli and Carson Pierce getting stops on the Franklin Regional's run game.
Yeah, they've been huge for Shaler's defensive side as the linebackers. They've been phenomenal so far this season. Young guys stepping up. What does the offense have to do?
The offense, they need to give the ball to Luke Signetti. He's doing pretty good right now, and he's top 10, I believe, in the Whitfield for touchdowns.
Yeah, he should have 11. Now, Franklin Regional, they're going to have something to say about that. Their guys right now, they're coming off that huge #2 in the state win against the Gateway Gators. And Roman Sarnik is the guy I think we should look out for tonight, the quarterback. 300 yards rushing and 300 yards passing. He's a dual-threat quarterback. How does that cause problems for Shaler today?
It causes problems because last week Shaler didn't handle the QB run game that well, so they got to stop that quick.
Yeah, I think they do. For the Franklin Regional Panthers, I think this is another, you can ruin Shaler's homecoming. You can go in as a #1 top seed dog here in the Whitfield 5A. Shaler, what do you think? How do they pull it out today? What's the prediction?
I think Shaler's going to win 21-14, low-scoring game, but it's going to be well fought.
I think it'll be well fought regardless. I like a high-scoring game here. I think both teams are going to try and put up as many points as possible. I like 38-31 Shaler. But if you want to see how that pans out, please join us up in the booth for coverage of today's game.
We are the 2022 girls soccer team and you are watching SATV.
Varsity cheerleaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming to the field our pride of Shaler area, the Titan Marching Band. We open our pregame show with a medley of American classics titled Tribute to America. assembled a few members of elementary and middle school band program, along with their directors, Mr. Albert, Mrs. Hoffman, and Mrs. Spondike. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, and remain standing for our alma mater. The band is accompanied by All-State vocalist and dance team member Lauren Lorenz.
Turn your attention to the scoreboard side of the stadium, where we are proud to introduce the 2022 Shaler Area Homecoming Court. First, the freshman queen, Cassandra Schneck. And Cassandra is accompanied by her attendants, Grace Helbling and Carly Karbowski. Next, we have our sophomore king, Kristen Mendoza. Kristen is escorted by Maddie Walker. And Kristen's attendants are Adriana Dorovenus and Ryan McGaffick. Our junior queen, Isabel Dakovich. Isabel is accompanied by her attendants, May Engel and Emily Jankowski. Introducing the senior queen, Sophia Duty. Sophia is accompanied by her attendants, Lorenza Bassa and Isabella Drishler. And the performing arts queen, Rachel Serka. Rachel is escorted by Jordan Fowler. Her senior attendant is Logan DeLuca, who is escorted by Sammy Rodabaugh. Her junior attendant is Zoe Reed, who is escorted by Kara Yarnott. Rachel's sophomore attendant is Ava Molinaro, who is escorted by Abby Tepsis. And Rachel's freshman attendant, Sarah Stevens, who is escorted by Emma Cochran. How about a nice round of applause for your Shaler area 2022 homecoming course. And the 14 will be crowned at halftime.
And welcome back up into the booth for coverage of today's game as the Shaler Area Titans take the field. Joey, what a game we can have for ourselves today as the Titans go through the banner and, they take on the Panthers. How's the game looking for so far?
I think there's going to be a ton of energy in today's game because it's homecoming.
It should be, and joining us now up in the booth is Mark Povich, thank you, or excuse me, I should say Mark, not the last name. Mark, thank you for joining us. How are we feeling also for today's homecoming game?
I'm feeling really excited right now, and I feel like it's going to be a great game for homecoming, especially since we have such a big crowd here to join us.
We do. We have a pretty good crowd, even on the Franklin Regional side. Now, real quick, let's go into the game again from pregame. The Shaler Titans last week lost big against the Hempfield Spartans. I think it was 48 or 47-7. Was not close by any standards. And then the Franklin Regional Panthers, they won, not big, but they had a big win, 16-7 over the number 2 in the state, Gateway Gators. Guys, what do the Shaler Area Titans need to do to beat the Panthers?
They need to get stops like they did in last week.
Yeah, they definitely do. I mean, Mark, give me some ideas. What kind of stops are you looking for? Who do they? Yeah. What? I mean, tell me somebody.
Definitely, our offensive linemen need to make some stops to give our quarterback Spanka a little bit more time to get the ball and get it to our receivers. But our defensive linemen also need to get some stops so we can maybe stop their running backs. And like last week, since their running back had a lot of yards. So.
Good points all around, and guys, we are expecting a very nice homecoming day. A good bit of clouds, but nothing that should bring any rain or anything like that of the sort. So it should be a good game regardless. You see the captains again on the field: Hartung, Signetti, Tortorella, Schmatanka, and out there for the Panthers, I believe you've got Levens. Excuse me, I can't even find the numbers. Levens, the quarterback, Roman Sarnik, running back, Zach Buska, and the big 6'9", 265 offensive lineman. Oh, sorry, that is Max Levin. The other one, number 57, Owen Sinclair, excuse me. So as we head into the game, I mean, how do the Shaler Titans start hot here? I mean, I think it all starts with the kick return. DiSabato and Orga, I mean, they got to go at least 20 yards, in my opinion, to get the Titans off to a hard roll.
Yeah, they've been doing that all year, though, too.
They've looked really well so far, and actually, real big thing was we talked about it. DiSabato last week went out with an injury. He looks good. He looked good in warm-ups. Don't know how the knee will affect him. Did he say anything to you in school at all, Mark or Joey?
Yeah, no, I think he said he was fine. Okay. He went to the doctor's Monday morning, but now he's fine.
Good to hear. So here we go. We're going to line up here on both sides. Shaler they will receive the kickoff, And Joey Bain, who was probably the hero of Franklin Regional last week against Gateway, kicked 3 field goals, put them up 9, and won them the game. He'll look to get a good boot here against the Titans with Orga and DiSabato. So here we go. Homecoming Day 2022, Titans versus Panthers. And we are underway here in Shaler area. It'll go to Orga. He'll take it at his own 2. Looking for a sideline gap. Can he get it? Gets a couple of blocks. Looking for some shade. Gets the side, but a flag is thrown. He'll get to around the 30-yard line. Might get brought back for a hold, but not a bad take by Orga. So let's see. Flag on the first play of the game. And maybe not something you want to see so far already, guys.
Yeah, definitely not.
So let's see the call. I think the Titans might know it's going back. Nope, no flag. They picked it right back up. So the Titans at the 29-yard line. Chimtanka in the shotgun. Signetti to his right. They give it to Signetti. Up the gap, and he'll get around a gain of 5. So Signetti, guys, he needs to start hot. I mean, last week he was almost close to irrelevant in a way, sort of last week. His name was not really called that much, and for a guy who's top 10 in the WPIAL and scoring 11 touchdowns, around 600 yards, he's going to have a big game today.
Yeah, it was definitely, he wasn't heard of that much because Hempfield's big defensive line.
Yeah, that defensive line was dominant. They give him the call again, looking for the sideline, gets across. Does he have the speed? Look at the legs of Signetti across the 50 to the 40. Tries to cut inside, and we just said he needs his big runs, and Luke Signetti answers, taking the Titans all the way to around the 22-yard line. What a take by Signetti.
I think that was a great play for the start of the game. Hopefully this gives the Titans the energy they need to keep it going.
Absolutely. For the Titans, again, they need a big comeback win. Again, these Franklin Regional Panthers, they are looking to win big again. They're thinking they're a top dog here in the 5A of the WPIAL. So now the Titans, again, shotgun formation. Chimtanka looks again. Waves off Tortorella, takes the snap. They give it to Signetti again. And up the hole, brought down maybe around 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. So guys, completely run so far. I mean, do you look at Orga DiSabato in this situation? Maybe even a Brandon London.
I mean, yeah, probably.
I mean,
things up a little bit.
Yeah, Brandon London last week also a little bit quieter. He was probably the best receiver, though, for the Titans. I mean, do you think his name gets called right now?
Yeah, definitely. I think he could roll out.
So let's see. Chimtanka takes it. Fakes the handoff across, but brought down by Orga. He'll get the flag. That'll be a pass interference across the field. So an early start for the Titans. That'll move them to the first down marker. So now the Panthers with 2. Well, no, that first flag didn't count. So 1 mistake, excuse me. But a big run against them. Guys, last time these two teams played, it was 2019 Shaler's homecoming. Shaler won 20-17 for their first homecoming win in around 7 years, I believe. The Titans trying to make it happen again against the Panthers. So the Titans, 2-man set. Give it to Signetti, up the gun, but brought down by a bunch of Panthers. He'll actually stay on his feet, but he'll get back to the line, nothing more. So 2nd and 10. And around 10:30 remaining. And the Titans, you know, they're not going super slow this time. I think they learned from Hempfield. You know, they got to have a faster pace offense. They're showing it here.
Yeah, you definitely don't see Keegan running all the way to the side.
Yeah, he's definitely getting his calls a little bit quicker. So now it's Chimtanka. He does take it, looks left, looking for somebody. Has DiSabato. Oh, my goodness. If he pulled that one in, would have been a highlight to start. But won't, so it'll be a 3rd and 10. So Chimtanka last week had a lot of inaccurate throws, wasn't able to find his guys last week. Should have had probably 2 or 3 touchdowns, though, from drops. I mean, this week, what changes? What does Chimtanka look for here? Who does he look for as TJ Bell subs in?
Yeah, I think you definitely got to go to some of those taller receivers this close to the end zone.
Yeah, I think, you know, Caden Orga and DiSabato have the speed, but like you said, I think Brandon London, TJ Bells, even a Peyton Plans, you throw them in there, they can get off the ground and get up in the air. So 3-man set. The Panthers move. Chimtanka, they move Orga in motion. We are going to have a flag. And I believe it will be on the Titans. And I think we're going to have an illegal motion on Caden Orga. So Shaler now moves back to their own 15 to bring it to a 3rd and 15-yard line at the 15. And they don't get this here. I most likely would assume Riley Douglas would kick this one through. Could he make it?
Yeah, I think he can make it.
Yeah, he's got a boot to him. They move forward again, this time correctly. Now Smetanka looking left, pockets collapses, and he'll get sacked in the backfield. Bunch of Panthers in on it, and they bring him down in a heartbeat. Main guy on there, Troy Slezak and Nicholas Petrucci on the sack.
I've noticed that happens a lot with Shaler. The third down play, they need a big play, and then sack.
Yeah, they usually go first and second down. They move the ball. Third down comes, and they either, sack, incomplete pass, something. They don't convert. And now the Titans with a 4th and 22. And John Torre said, we're going for it. The Panthers, even on an incomplete pass, only get the ball at the 22, so it's around the same as even a kickoff would be. So let's see. Smetanka, time in the pocket, has to float it up to London. He does not haul it in. So what would have been a touchdown to Brandon London, it goes incomplete, and Franklin Regional takes over on turnover on downs. And man, that was real close, Joey and Mark.
Yeah, definitely. Great job by Franklin Regional getting their hands in there.
Yeah, Heath Sliva on that one. The 5'10 sophomore got his hands in on that, and London couldn't haul it in. And the Titans on defense, Mark, what does the defense have to do early against the Franklin Regional Panthers?
We just have to make sure we're getting the stops and not letting the running back get a lot of yards, unlike what happened with the Hempfield game.
Absolutely. So now, Sarnik and his Panthers take the field against the Shaler area Titans. So what's he do? The dual threat quarterback lines up in the 3-man, looks left, looking across. London collapses, has a man wide open at the 35 to the 40, looking at the sideline at the 45-yard line, and that'll be Gunnar Perez. So they now get an instant start to the 45-yard line. And guys, is that dual threat of Sarnik going to become a problem real early for the Titans, keep them on their toes?
I think it might be. I think Shaler was expecting a run there, and then that number 5 was wide open.
Yeah, Perez, he got there in an instant. Now Franklin Regional, they're taking their time. They're waiting for their play, so they're probably not going to be in any hurry-up situation like Hempfield was last week. And let's see, a couple of balloons flying around the field. Joe, you just pointed them out, and I don't think that'll stop the game, but I don't know anymore with the whippeal. So now Sarnik in the shotgun, 2-man set. They hand it off up the gap and brought down probably around the line of scrimmage. Hand off to Buska. Yeah, he's been their guy so far, opposite running of Sarnik. He's got 1 TD, 142 yards, and 30 carries last week against Gateway, helping them win the game. So he's going to have probably a bigger game today, looking for some more carries. So let's see. They go to the 2-man set. Sarnik looks at the play. They move him in motion. Perez. Sarnik now with the ball. Looking for a gap. He has it. Does he have the first? He does and more. Gets past it all the way to around the 43-yard line. So Roman Sarnik on his legs. Couldn't have made it. No offense. It looked pretty clear he was going to take that snap and run with it as soon as they moved Perez over, but Shaler couldn't stop him.
Yeah, no, they definitely got to figure that out quick. That's going to be their key.
Jake Phillips last week was an absolute monster in the dual threat and the run read option. And today's game, if Shaler doesn't figure it out, it could be a long, long game. So now Sarnik. Shotgun again. He's going to take his time, look at his play. Hudak got the call. Low snap. Scramble, gets it off. They get it to Buska. Buska hit by a bunch of Titan Signetti in on that first. And he'll get to around, I think they'll put him around the 42-yard line. So almost an early sack. I think it was London in on that. So credit Signetti and Anthony Mazza in on the tackle. And guys, young guys again. Anthony Mazza, he's one of those guys on the defense, along with Joe Rispoli and Carson Pierce. Nate Razzo. They have made some big plays this year so far for the Titans on defense. Now the 3-man set. Sarnik takes the snap. They hand it off to the middle. He has the gap, looking for more. Does he get brought down? No, he doesn't. Signetti on the close and dragged down. And Buska again now, all the way to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers making work of the Titans' defense. And the Panthers looking to close in here, get inside the red zone, and put up a touchdown on the Titans around the halfway mark of this first quarter. Guys, what do the Titans need to do to really close it down here? I mean, they are struggling big time right now after the first big play that the Panthers had with Perez.
They just need to tackle him. They're getting touches on him, but they're not bringing him down.
Yeah, they are not. So now Sarnik looks left, has a man wide open, and into the end zone, touchdown. Number 16, Aiden Hudak found himself wide open, left corner of the end zone. Couldn't have been a better placed ball by Sarnik, and the Panthers put 6 on the board. And you just said make a tackle. Well, the Titans couldn't even cover right there.
Yeah, no, nobody was near.
I mean, he was. If the definition of wide open was in the dictionary, that would be the picture. So now Bain looking to put another one on the board for the Panthers. High snap, gets it down and gets it off the post. So a man who went 3 for 3 last game against Gateway is 0 for 1 on PATs. So now with 6:29 remaining in the first quarter of play, the Franklin Regional Panthers lead the Shaler area Titans 6-0. And Mark and Joey, talk to me, guys. I mean, what are the Shaler Titans now on offense? What do they have to fix? What do they have to do to get back into the game and on the scoreboard?
I think Shaler needs to go with that run game again. They got that big play about the Luke Scinetti. But then on defense, Shaler needs to figure out the secondary with the passing game.
They do. Mark, I mean, what did you see out there? What do they need to fix? Anything crazy? Luke Scinetti, do you give the ball to him a bunch more?
I think honestly our passing game we could do pretty good in this game, but last game we tried it and we were overthrowing it a little bit, but I think if we just get it dialed in, I think we'll have a good chance of getting some good yards on those passing plays.
Yeah, dial it in is a great way to say it. I think last week, rumors through Shaler area, a bunch of people were sick, but dialing it in right now, if they can do that, they can make some big plays here. And again, not like 2 years ago, we talked about how Shaler won 28-17. They were down 10-0 early, came back and won that game against the Panthers. So, you know, if they go down big again, wouldn't count them out just yet. So now Bain looking for it, gets it up, way left, and it'll roll out of bounds, so we'll have a flag. So Joey Bain puts that one out around the 12-yard line, should go to around the 25. And the Titans looking to put something on the board. Started off hot with the Luke Scinetti run. Probably was around 50 to 60 yards on that run. So now Schmatenka, he's going to have to lead his Titans out there, the junior. What can he do? See how they roll in the 2-man to the right. Fullback set. Under center takes the snap. Give it to Tortorella. On his feet still, pushing the pile, but man, Augie Tortorella just can't ever get brought down sometimes. He cannot get dragged down.
Yeah, no, we saw last game too with some of those plays where they take Orga and Sabato out and then have Augie run the ball.
He is a monster, man. Again, we said comparisons of Jake Miller, Josh Miller. I mean, that is a big man back there in the fullback position. They'll actually have Carson Pierce now at full, and Tortorella will be the running back in the 2-man set to the left. And Spatank under center again. He'll scramble left behind him. Pocket collapses, doesn't see him, and a sack by the Panthers in the backfield. And that's Roman Sarnik. So the Panthers quarterback now gets in on a sack as his weak side collapsed and Smetanka brought down at the 28-yard line. And man, Roman Sarnik doing it all right now. Looking good for the Panthers. And now the Titans now with a 3rd and says 7, but more of a 3rd and 17. Going to the 3-man. Does the pocket stay up? Not for long. They dump it off to London, looking for something up the middle. Does he have the speed? Won't get past the 32-yard line. So the Titans will go 3 and out again. So not a great drive from the Titans whatsoever. And this punt from Douglas, it's got to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to get there. It's got to get at least past what I would think is the 50-45 area of the Panthers. And Hudok's back there. Hudok. Either way, he was a monster so far with that touchdown. Over the head of Douglas. It's going to roll to the 5. Can he handle it? He does. He's got to get it off. And they're going to call it dead. So they'll call it dead at the 4-yard line. So a snap goes over the head of Douglas, and the Titans defense now at the 4-yard line.
That's one of those plays where it goes over your head and you got to kick it into the back of the end zone for a safety instead of 6.
I think at that point they had to call it dead. And man, so the Titans now backed up at their own 4 with a 1st and goal, and the Panthers looking to punch it in either to Sarnik, I would assume, or Buska. But let's see how they man and set up. They'll actually go to the 3-man. Perez, Huddick, and Lemke in on this. Buska to the right. They move Huddick. Huddick gets the pitch. Does he get gapped? And gets a cross for the in. Touchdown for 2nd on the game for Huddick. So the Panthers, 1 play, another touchdown, and they'll go over the Titans 12-0. And Bain's going to look to go 1 for 2 here if he can put this through. Sarnik telling him, hey, don't worry about it. You went 3 for 3 last game. You can go 1 for 2 this time around. Let's see, they move a man in motion, and we're going to have a false start then. Looked like Levens moved early. Thought maybe they were faking it. So they'll now back up what was a good field goal to the 10-yard line. Or excuse me. No, to the 8 or 7. So Bain now, 5 yards deeper, should still be doable. Good snap, good hold, and way good for Bain, so that'll make the score 13-0 over the Shaler Titans with 4:35 remaining in the quarter. And guys, let's talk stats real quick now. Shaler 2 drives in, and the Panthers 2 drives in. Shaler 1 rush, excuse me. Luke Signetti, he's had 4 attempts. He's got 48 yards, and Signetti on 3 pass attempts has no completions. Now look at the opposite side for Franklin Regional. You've got 5 yards for Huddick and on a pitch, and you've got Sarnik on 3 passes, has 1 completion for that touchdown. I mean, guys, right now, Franklin Regional, if they keep playing like this, we may have another duplicate of the Hempfield game.
Yeah, you can tell that Franklin came out with some energy today. Shaler's going to match it.
Yeah, and energy they had. I mean, last week, Mark, what did Sarnik say about playing Gateway?
Sarnik did say that they were not scared, and we didn't think that Gateway was as good as they heard, and they were a powerhouse team, and that they did show that night.
They absolutely did show it, beating the number 2 in the state Gators, and trying to prove it again. And Bain's going to put it up. This time it'll go to DeSabato, who'll get it at his own 15, looking for a gap, and gets pretty much almost tackled by his own man. I think it was Winters who got pushed in front of him and gets tripped up. So DeSabato, what was hoping for more, only gets to around the 24-yard line. And guys, what do the Titans now have to do? I think if you don't score on this drive and the Panthers score, this game could already be out of reach in the first quarter.
Yeah, definitely. They need to get to the other side of the field first.
They do need to get across the 50. That's a big thing. That Luke Signetti run was the only thing that has gotten them a good amount of yards so far in the 3-man set. They give it to Signetti, up the gap, looking for something, spin and brought down. So a gain of 4 from Luke Signetti, brought down by 76 of the Panthers. That'll be Petrucci. So the Panthers looking to put this thing out of reach early in the first. The Titans looking for another comeback, not comeback and win, but they come back into this game and maybe, score and then go back down and score again on a 3 and out. They go to the 3 again. Looking left early to DeSabato, brought down, stays on his feet and gets all the way to they'll give him the first at the 35-yard line. So DeSabato, what looked like nothing, made something out of it and gets the first. And we said earlier, Joey, DeSabato's that guy where he's not going to have the biggest plays maybe all the time, but he's going to be a guy that can probably guarantee you a first down.
Yeah, he's definitely consistent.
And consistency is key, like you've been saying the last couple of weeks. The Titans need to show it here. Smetanka, they give it Signetti, looking for the gap, not brought down, and gets over a man for another gain of, let's see where the spot is. They'll give him a gain of 3. So Signetti now, he'll have around 55 to 60 yards. He's looking for a big game tonight. And the Titans looking for a big, or excuse me, I said tonight again. Guys, I keep thinking this homecoming game's on a night for some reason. It's clearly daylight out. And the Titans looking for a big win today. So now Smetanka looks right, looking for somebody. Deep for Caden Orga. Does he have it? Just over the head, around 5 yards. Buska on the coverage. Orga probably could have beat him if that throw was there, just overthrown. So 3rd and 7 for the Titans. And they need something here. They can't go 3 and out again, not from this spot.
Yeah, they definitely need their offensive line to step up right here because they definitely going to pass it.
Yeah, if I almost said Orga. If Smetanka can get the time here and not be able to, not have to scramble in the pocket, we'll see how this goes. But right now, I think we have a sick Panther on the field, so we'll come off real quick for an injury timeout.
We are the Shaler Area Girls Volleyball Team, and you're watching SATV.
And welcome back after the injury timeout. Just looked like a bit of maybe nausea. It is a pretty sunny and not really hot, but could get to you type of day out here in Shaler area. One of the better homecoming days we've had for the Heat, at least. And now the Titans, a 3rd and 7, have to convert here. Would not be in great field position to punt. 3-man set. They move Orga in motion. The Panthers ready to go. Time of the pocket. Smetanka looks across. Does it get there to Orga? He has a bunch of work to do and won't get anywhere past the 41. So let's see. The Titans, they will punt again. Hey, man, these Titans need to stop here on defense. They don't get a stop here. This game is not looking too good already in the first quarter.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have to come back again.
Yeah, the last comeback they had was against Hampton, and what a game that was. But, you know, we can't keep going back to that. They got to prove it here, and Douglas gets it up. That'll be a pretty good boot. It'll get around, pushes Hudak back all the way to the 20. Does he get wrapped up? No, not yet. Spins around, looking for the sideline edge. Has a lot to work with, still on his feet, and pushed out around the 45-yard line. So Hudak gets all the way to the 45 on a punt he took at the 15. So a 30-yard take back, and he is going absolutely off right now. Hudak is making his name known. 8 receptions and 200 yards on the season, 3 TDs. He's already had 2 today, so almost doubling his total. Let's see, Raspoli's now coming off the trainers. I think something was wrong. Raspoli's gotten banged up these past couple of weeks, too.
Yeah, he
has taken some big shots, some big hits, but man, he may not be the biggest like we always say, but he likes to pack the punch, and he can take one, too.
Yeah, he's pretty mad that he got pulled for that.
Yeah, I think he wants to be in right now. I think he knows how important this drive is for the defense. And the Panthers, I think, know that one of their guys just went out. So let's see, Sarnik in the back. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch, up the gap, has the... Oh, excuse me, I thought I had the hole, but Nate Razzo covered it up and brought him down for around a gain of 3 to 4 yards. And man, if Razzo didn't close that one up, that could have been pretty bad for the Shaler area Titans. Sarnik had the speed to get there. So let's see, personnel in. You got Perez, Sarnik, Buska, everybody's in right now. Actually, I think the only guy not in right now is Hudak. Probably maybe give him a break after that punt return. And Nate Chirizio off to the right, too. Maybe see him break away. Let's see, gets the snap. They hand it off to Buska, looking up the left side. Doesn't get dragged down, and London gets in on it. Where's the spot? They'll put him, I think, just a bit short of the first. And they will. So on a gain of 6, I believe, it'll be around 3rd and inches. And the Titans, if they can stop here, maybe get a sack and push them back or anything, might have better field position to work with, but that'll go into the second quarter. And as we head into that quarter, the Shaler area Titans down 13-0 as the Franklin Regional Panthers take out an early lead over the Titans. Get the clock set here. The Panthers, if they can jump out and get a field goal, they'll go up 20-0 over the Shaler Titans on homecoming day. Panthers looking for revenge. Sarnik takes the snap, They give it to Buska, looking for it. The ball's out, and Sarnik's back on it. And what a break for the Shaler area Titans as Buska couldn't hold it. And now the Franklin Regional Panthers now pinned at their 49-yard line, have around a 4th and I think a 6, but probable manageable. And what a break for the Titans, guys.
That would have been a huge play if we would have been able to recover that ball in that.
Yeah, that would have been huge for the Titans, but now a 4th and 8. So let's see, no punt. They'll go trips. They'll actually move Perez. It will be a punt, but there will be a flag. So DiSabato takes it at his 25-yard line and stays on his feet trying to reverse the field. So we'll have multiple flags on the play. DiSabato gets it to the 35-yard line. I believe we'll have a possible legal procedure and maybe a hold from Shaler. Could be offsetting penalties. So wacky formation.
Yeah, that was
nonetheless
a cluster play.
Nonetheless, maybe put everybody on the line and see if we can punt this one away. So let's see what the referees here can decide on. Let's see, they'll go over to Ryan. I think we're going to have offsetting. They will. So I think we're going to repeat 4th down here on a punt. Well, we thought might be a punt. So if Shaler doesn't hold there, I mean, they might get the ball then at the 45-yard line, and Franklin Regional actually decides to go for it. It could go all things wrong for the Titans. Let's see. They will punt it again. Not any better than the first, and they'll let it roll to around 25-yard line. Lemke touches it at the 25, and Shaler will take it there.
It's kind of a weird, like, formation and stuff. Like, he didn't even, like, look to pass it.
And it makes you wonder. I wonder if they've done it in games before. That might just be their punt formation, just to keep the defense on there. I mean, because you saw it, DiSabato wasn't back there for a punt. He was back in a safety position, ready to still play defense. But now the Titans, they get the break and the stop they needed, and they have time in the second quarter, a bunch of it, 11 minutes. Takes the snap. They give it to Signetti, looking for the sideline, gets past Buska, but only gets a gain of 2. And Signetti not really getting the gaps I think he's looking for, guys. Other than that one play, I mean, a lot of things are closing up on him.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to break out to the outside, but it's just not there right now.
Yeah, he's trying his hardest. And for a guy like him, and as competitive as he can be, he's definitely going to try and make a big play next time he gets the call. So Peyton plans on your near side, subs in. 3-man set. Smetank in the shotgun, takes the snap. They give it to Signetti again up the gap. And brought down, still on his feet. And gets all the way to around the 30-yard line. I honestly thought he was going to break away there. Maybe a bit excited. So a 3rd and 5 for the Shaler area Titans. And, you know, what do you call here if you're Tortorella of the Titans? Passes haven't been there. You haven't been able to get that much out of them other than maybe a Joey DiSabato first down. You know, it hasn't been consistent whatsoever. And do you give the ball to Signetti?
I think you go for Joey DiSabato right here.
I like the odds against Buska. There's not that much of a height difference. Let's see. They might actually look that way, but the pocket, can it stay up? Looking for him. He'll get the first. Cuts back inside at the 40. Gets past Buska. Gets a block. Look at the sidelines and look at DiSabato. All the way to the 30. Can he get chased down to the 10, the 5, and in for the touchdown? And Joey DiSabato makes it happen for the Titans again. Joey Miller, I'll give you the props for that. What a call by you, sir.
I mean, geez, I thought they were just going to get the first, but I mean, the touchdown's way better.
Buska couldn't bring him down. He got past Kearns, and he puts it in for a 6 for the Titans. And they bring it back in an instant. And right now, Riley Douglas is not in to kick. Garrett Grieser is in. Verspoli hold, kick is up, and it'll be through. So the Titans now, they'll cut the deficit to 6 with 9:34 remaining. The Panthers lead the Titans 13-7. And guys, what looked like was going to be a touchdown from the Panthers gets punted to the Titans, and what was a 3rd and 5 ends up in a touchdown. I mean, what a drive for the Titans.
That was a big energy booster right there.
So the Titans now, they got to play defense again though, guys. So Riley Douglas will be the one to boot this off. It'll be Franklin Regional's first kick. They'll get the ball at the start of the second half. Let's see, I think they'll go single man return with Huddick. Give him all the blockers he needs. Let him do his thing. So Douglas now boots off a squib. Will it roll out of bounds? It will at the 28-yard line. Probably would have been more of an onside attempt than what I thought. Pretty ambitious, though, only down one score.
Yeah, no, it barely missed 75.
I'm surprised the call wasn't, hey, try and kick it out of bounds, even if you don't get an onside kick here. Get it at least to around the 20-yard line. So let's see. The Panthers will get a 1st and 10. Let's see where they spot the ball. It'll be at the 35-yard line. So, good work from the Titans, but can the Panthers respond and keep it a 2-score, or go back to a 2-score game, or will the Titans get another 3 and out and go back up and maybe make this thing tied or take the lead, actually? So let's see. Sarnik in the shotgun, 2-man to his right. And looking for something off to the right. It's Huddick. He's got him at the 40. Cuts back inside. Stays in. Oh, no, he won't stay in bound. Thought he cut back inside, but Huddick wide open all the way to the 34-yard line.
I think if you're Franklin Regional, you just keep passing the ball. I mean,
Huddick right now is causing the same problems that Ian Tufts did last week. And you know what the only issue is? He's not doing anything special. He's just getting open.
Yeah.
And Huddick right now is doing that perfectly. So now 2-man to the left on the right hash for the Panthers. Buska in the back. They give it to him. Almost bobbled the snap again. Man, I meant to say bobbled the snap. Almost bobbled the handoff. Buska can't hold on to it right now in these last couple of carries he's had. And the last time the Shaler Titans forced a couple of fumbles in a row was 3 at Plum, 2 on Odom, I believe, and 1 on Franzi. And the Titans defense is starting to pick up some momentum, guys. I've noticed that, we said lackluster earlier, but they've looked a lot better in the past couple of drives.
Yeah, definitely. And it's probably going to cause the offense to do good, too.
Yeah, the energy needs to be there, like you said earlier. So let's see. 2-man set again, same formation. They move Buska out to the left. Sarnik, Shaler shows blitz. They do. But Sarnik keeps it on his legs, but he gets dragged down by Pierce by the foot, still on his feet, but dragged down by a bunch of Titans in the end. Tortorey on it and London in on it, but not helped out first without Pierce's, I guess, almost shoestring type pull. And he'll only get back to around the line of scrimmage. So let's see. Regional taking their time, waiting for the call. They need something here on a 3rd and 12. Would Bain have the leg to get it there from this far? That we don't know just of yet. He missed a PAT, but he was in awe. Probably would have made it on any other, normal snap and hold. So now they move. Oh, and look at him go. On his feet. Can London close the gap? No, he won't. And all the way to around the 20-yard line goes Sarnik. And they'll move the chains. And that's a bad break for the Titans, as what they thought would have been an easy 3rd and 12 stop now is a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Franklin Regional Panthers. And guys, that defense, we were just saying, they needed the energy and they need to bring it right there. Kind of looked a little bit kind of stuck in their, stuck in the mud.
Yeah, definitely. I saw Nathan Raza. He tripped. Yeah,
it looked like, they kind of weren't ready for Sarnik to take off and break off, and he did. And Huddock and Sliv off to the right. Shaler shows blitz. Sarnik rolls to his right. Still on his feet, cuts back inside, on his feet still, and brought down by London. Not before getting the first down. So Sarnik again, man, he is able to move quick and stay on his feet. And we said how he's a dual threat. And right now, he's shown it.
Yeah, definitely. He rolled out for the pass, but then saw a gap and just keeps getting gains.
His awareness right now is up there. So a 1st and 10, 1st and goal at that point. We'll put the Franklin Regional Panthers, hopefully for them, up on the board again. But what can they do with it? Does Huddick get the call again? Let's see, Sarnik looking almost tired out there. Takes the snap, fakes it off the pitch, up the gap and up the gun and in for the touchdown. But Signetti not for giving him a shot at the end, but I don't think there will be a flag. That was a big hit by Luke Signetti, but I guess right at the goal line, they won't call that.
I know, he got right back up after that.
Yeah, Sarnik takes the shot. I bet you the Panthers won't be happy about that, though. And, man, if the Titans don't respond, that could go all things worse downhill.
You know, the defense needs to start getting stops again.
They do. They've looked slow, but Bain looking here to put this one up and through. It's good by a mile, and that'll put things now at 20-7 in favor of the Panthers over the Titans. And like you just said, Joey, they need to get stops, and more or less, they need to stop hurting themselves. A lot of times they're missing throws, and a lot of times they're not able to find the right person on the throw or get the blocks needed. Guys, what do they have to clean up here on offense?
They definitely just, I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, you just got to get those, you got to.
Kind of the whole thing.
Yeah. The offensive line needs to definitely hold for a little bit longer, giving Keegan more time.
Yeah, I think he does get a little bit more pocket time. It'll help out significantly. But like we always say, it starts with the kickoff. And DiSabato back there and Orga back there. I already called DiSabato's name today. Orga not yet, but usually gets on there around this time or the start of the third quarter, so don't count him out just yet. And Bain will be back there. And Franklin Regional looking for a statement win again after beating Gateway. Looking to say, hey, we're big dogs here in our section too. Don't forget about us. Now Bain, let's see his boot. It'll be good, and it'll put Orga back around his own end zone. It'll go back for a touchback, I believe. And they will call it a touchback. So ball gets placed at the 20-yard line, and the Shaler Titans, I mean, Mark and Joey, give me one guy you're looking for here and saying, hey, we need to give the ball to this guy.
I think it's Joey DiSabato again.
You think?
Yeah.
I like that idea. Mark, who are you thinking in this situation?
I'm thinking of Luke Signetti because if we can get him a hole, and he could definitely get past their defense and get a good touchdown here.
Yeah, he can definitely cause some damage along with DiSabato. Don't count any other guys out yet. And Tortorella also lines up outside. They'll give it to Signetti. Does he get the blocks? No, Signetti not able to get anything, and he is struggling right now. Not getting a lot of help, though. Started off hot, but since then, not really getting many yards on his carries. Franklin Regional looking to go, I believe, 3-1 or 3-2 on the season, as Shaler looks to go 3-2. Excuse me, Franklin Regional is looking to go 3-1. Shaler's looking to go 3-2. And Shaler now, Smetanka, they hand it off to Signetti, looking for something up the sideline and gets tripped at the 20. So 2 plays in on third down, they only get to the 10-yard line. Nothing cooking right now. They'll go to the hurry. Well, no, Smetanka will just get the play early. They're wasting no time. They got to get a touchdown on the board. And again, this is exactly the spot where this snap went over Riley Douglas's head.
You're looking for the offensive line to really hold right here.
They have to hold. Regional brings the house. Smetanka looks for DiSabato, has it, holds it in one-handed. How did he hold that one? Was he across to the 30, though? No, they'll say he had possession at the 28-yard line. What a haul by DiSabato. Now let's see. Does the offense stay on the field? It is a tough field position for the Titans defense. They wouldn't have any help right now if the Panthers take over here. But with a 4th and 2, it's manageable, especially with a guy like Luke Signetti back there. Do you give him the call, guys?
I mean, I think you could go either way. You can run the ball, or you can do a little quick route with Joey DiSabato.
Yeah, you could see something open up and Smetanka takes it. Regional doesn't snap. I think they'll call a timeout, and they will. I don't think Smetanka liked what he saw. I think he saw a blitz coming in, and he said, hey, I need something here on a 4th and 2.
Yeah, no, I think they were trying to get him off sides and then get the first.
Yeah, so let's see. Do they stay on the field, or are they going to go punt team here? Either way, guys, I mean, what has happened to the Shaler area Titans right now? 2 games in a row. They go down big early in the first quarter. I mean, they put up a touchdown, but what is happening?
Their defense just need to get stops. Like at Plum, they stopped the run game. It was perfect. But now, Hempfield, they didn't get many stops, and now they're not getting stops here.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. I mean, you know, on a day like this, I mean, what time do these guys have to be up for this game? You know, 7 a.m., earlier than that maybe? I don't know what time you got to wake up for a 1:30 game. At least be ready, maybe 10 a.m. I mean, these guys could already be tired. Same goes for Franklin Regional, but either way for the Titans, they're looking a lot worse in shape.
I mean, but in Friday nights, you got to wake up at 6:30 plus to go to school.
It's a good point. I actually, you know, not being in high school kind of makes me remember that. So let's see, a 4th and 2. Smetanka's going to take it under the center. Not many times have we seen it so far this season, but he'll do it now. Pearson there at the fullback. They'll give it to Tortorella. Does he reach across? Nowhere close. He gets stopped 2 yards short, and the Panthers make a stop. And Tortorella, in frustration, couldn't get the blocks and get across necessary. And for the Titans, that couldn't have probably gone any worse.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I like that play call.
I don't know how I felt about it either. I mean, you give it on I mean, at that point, if Smetanka's right there, I mean, just give him the ball and see if he can get across.
Yeah.
I mean, Tortorella took it from his own 35-yard line. So the Titans, down 13 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining, have to make a stop here where the Panthers are going to go up big, and the Panthers are looking to do just that. But who do they give the ball to? Now we don't know just yet. My guess, you know, I'd like to make a guess here. I think actually they may run they may run down around a minute or two on the clock, but I think they might give the ball actually to Buska. I mean, he's had a rough couple of minutes here in this second quarter.
I don't know what they're doing here. They're not. I think they might take a penalty.
I'm wondering. I think they called a timeout. Yeah, they were trying to call a timeout. So I think right now they're trying to give, you know, the Panthers, they're giving themselves enough time saying, hey, we're up 2 scores. We have no need to rush. You know, we can go up big here and go into halftime. They still get the ball back. So for them, this is a pretty picture-perfect situation. For the Titans, it probably couldn't have gone any worse other than a touchdown. And as you see the Shaler area band there standing, getting ready to perform in halftime. And again, guys, it is homecoming. I mean, the football game's not looking absolutely that good right now, but the parade, I mean, it was great. I mean, I think I saw Mark, you were out there. Who were you with out in the homecoming?
I was out with supporting my class by helping with the float, and I ended up putting a decent amount of work in. I think it was very fun to help build and just be with a lot of people from my class.
Yeah, that's one thing that Shaler does that's so much different than other schools in their parade. They make floats for all of you that don't know out there in Shaler area. They do a contest between all the 4 classes in the performing arts, and they vote on who wins. So for Mark, I mean, you guys are trying to win.
Yeah, definitely. And the results from the floats will actually be announced at halftime. So
they will be, yeah. Definitely stick around for that. Now Sarnik gives it to Buska. Up the gun and up the gap. Gets around, I think, 7 yards on the gain. Yeah, a lot of people down at the parade. It was a nicer day, not as hot, almost a bit chilly. Wasn't raining. Got very lucky with that. So Shaler area kind of in a very good mood. The dance later tonight. I assume both of you are going, right?
Yeah, I will be.
Joey will be going. So now Sarnik, he's looking for the call. They're trying to ruin Shaler's homecoming. I mean, every time I think a team steps into another team's homecoming game, I think they're saying, hey, we can ruin their entire day if we win this one. So they'll give it to Buska. He gets the gap, looking for more up the sideline, stays on his feet, pops ball out. Signetti has it, still on his feet, gets a block, and look at him go down the sideline. And he gets hit by Sarnik. So Buska now, I already said he needed a boost of confidence. He's fumbled a couple of times. He got all the way to around the 10, the 5-yard line. Ball popped out. And what a lucky break for the Titans.
Yeah, no, everyone was going for that. I saw 3 guys just go for the punt.
That was unbelievable there for the Titans. And now the Panthers would have put them up by around 2 scores. Now the Titans can go down and make it a 1-score game if they go down and score a touchdown. Smetanka takes it, fakes the handoff, looking for something, and brought down immediately in the backfield. The Panthers making it happen again. They can't be stopped right now. That offensive line is struggling, and another guy on it. That was Owen Sinclair. We said his name earlier. One of the captains on that Franklin Regional side instantly makes an impact for a 2nd and 16 against the Titans. This O-line right now is struggling.
Yeah, they need to step up, and they need to give Keegan some more time.
They do. DiSabato wondering, there's almost confusion what the call is. They'll give Signetti, that is the call, but he won't get anywhere again wrapped up. And these guys are struggling right now. I mean, Signetti started off so hot, had around 57 yards in his first couple of attempts, and around 8 to something attempts later, has around 13 yards. So struggling ever since that big play, hasn't had much to do. So a 3rd and 16. You know what, Joey? I'll let you call it here. You proved me wrong in the last one. You called that DiSabato touchdown. Who are you looking for again?
I hate to say it, but I think you're going Joey DiSabato.
I'd like to think that they might give it to him in a 3-man set. Schmatanka, does he have the time? They look across from London, wide open. He'll get the first down, stays on his feet. Does he get a block? Hunnick in, still on his feet. And look at the block. Buska on the chase. Sliva on the chase. To the 20, on his feet still. What a take. They'll call him in for the touchdown of Brandon London. What a take. My goodness! Joey, I'm going to let you call every 3rd down from now on, because every time you do, the Shaler Titans go and score on a big play. Joey, take my job, take my money, and go buy a ticket at the lottery, because right now you're on, my man. And the Shaler Titans now go up to 13 points down a score. I don't even know he didn't step out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought both Joey DiSabato and Brendan breaking big tackles to go in for the touchdown.
Absolutely gets in there. And now another good point kick through for the Titans. And that'll make the score. The Titans 14, the Franklin Regional Panthers 20. Sorry, I'm in awe now. Under 2 minutes to go at the 1:59 mark. Guys, I mean, I wanted to ask, what happened in that drive, but the drive really wasn't that good until that play. I mean, how did Brandon London get so open in that situation? What happened?
Yeah, no, I don't think they were expecting it. I think they doubled Joey DiSabato, and then they left the middle wide open.
They did, and that was a great play call. Brandon London right in the middle, got the ball at around the 40 to the 45, and took it to the house. So a house call for Brandon London, and it may remind you that block by DiSabato was absolutely pivotal in that situation. And the Titans now down 6 points, 2 minutes remaining. If the Panthers can score, they'll still be up 2 scores, but if they don't, they'll receive the ball in the 3rd quarter. But man, what a turnaround by the Shaler area Titans. Hopefully there's some fire in them. They go into halftime saying, hey, job's not done. We still got to put something through here. As the squib goes through the middle, it's going to roll. Nobody picks up it yet. It's that Buska on the take. He'll look for something up the gap. Gets past Rispoli. Oh my goodness, look at Buska. Can he get across? Bell's on the tackle. Look at him go. Gets all the way to the 47-yard line. So Buska on the fumble redeems himself in a way, not most would appreciate if you're not the Franklin Regional Panthers. But for them to get the ball at the 50 with a minute and 49 remaining, that is huge. So guys, tell me, what does the Shaler area Titans defense need to do here? Who do you have making some big plays here? I mean, we always say Carson Pierce and Rispoli, but anybody on that line, anybody in the safety area, I mean, who's going to make a stop here and be the man to step up for Shaler area?
I mean, you can't doubt Joey DiSabato or Caden Orga to get a pick. They've gotten picks in
Plum, they had 1 each, I believe. Orga might have had 2. Don't count them out yet. So Sarnik now looking right. Pump fakes, pocket collapses, and in on the tackle. Does he get it off? Yes, the sack by James Sanders. Sanders on the way, gets in there, and a big play. Sanders, he is not a quiet guy by any means. He has a big play every now and then, a consistent player for the Titans defense, and he gets in there big time for the Shaler area Titans. Now, I believe Shaler just took a timeout. Hey guys, what a play by James Sanders. Sarnik waited a bit long on that one. Thought he had it on the pump fake. I think he was looking for Lemke across, but couldn't find him. And Sanders gets in on that weak side sack.
Yeah, John, what do you think about Shaler taking a timeout here to try to get the ball back and another score before half?
Man, I am not sure. I think the idea here is that they will get the stop, but I'm just wondering if it's to give their guys a break. I mean, again, you have another timeout on the board. If you get the ball back, you'd have one to work with. I'm not sure.
See, I don't know if I wouldn't like it giving them a break because they just got that big play, so their energy.
I'd like to let that clock even just run out. I mean, unless you trust in your guys, say, hey, on a 2nd and 20, we're going to make a stop here, go 4 and out, and we're going to go down in a couple of plays and score it. You know, credit to you. You proved me wrong, but not a lot of teams can do it. But could the Titans prove me wrong again and do it themselves? And the Panthers now in a 2nd and 20 at their own 37 after the sack by Sanders. Play clock rolling from 40. Sarnik in the double man set. He'll hand it off to Buska. Buska up the middle. Look at the gap. He'll get all the way to Orga to the 50, thrown at the 52-yard line. So the Panthers hedge their bets again, and Buska, he gets the call. He'll get to around a 3rd and 6, I believe, or 3rd and 5. So the Panthers convert here. They're still in a good spot to go down and score. Clock running, though. We hit the minute mark in the 2nd quarter. The Panthers, I don't believe in any rush. Even if you don't score, you get the ball back at the beginning of the 2nd half. So let's see. Shaler shows blitz. Tortorella still on the blitz. They give it to Sarnik, looking across, brought down, should be just short. Let's see what the spot is. Near side referee has him short, far side referee gave him the first.
Oh, they give him the first.
And they will give him the first down. So Sarnik makes it happen on his legs again, and they'll move the chains as the clock rolls as we hit the 25-second mark here in this quarter. Let's see what the head referee likes to call here. So the Titans went down early, went down 20-7, and they make it happen. They get a touchdown on the board. Let's see. I think the clock accidentally kept running. It should be 40 seconds, I believe, on the clock, not 20. So probably around 2 to 3 plays here for the Panthers to try and put something on the board, make it a long field goal out of it. Sarnik in the shotgun, looks at his play. He looks right, Huddick across, looking deep for him. Does he have it? No, over the head of Huddick. Signetti was in on the chase, but that ball's there. Huddick most likely has his 3rd touchdown on the night, or excuse me, on the day. Can't stop saying that, guys. I'm so used to it. I'm so sorry out there, Shaler. I really can't get used to it sometimes. So now with 23 seconds remaining in a 2nd and 10 for the Franklin Regional Panthers. I mean, Mark, what are you thinking here? How do the Shaler Titans stop this? You think Sarnik's going to take it with his legs, or you think he's looking to throw here?
I personally think he's going to look for the throw because they've been getting pretty open from our defense not being on our mans, and they've been connecting the passes and getting touchdowns. That's how their last 2 touchdowns have happened.
And like you said, he's going to look for the throw. Does he step up, looks across, and Carson Pierce with the huge deflection. What a play by Carson Pierce. A lot of football fans may not understand, but if that ball gets to Huddick, Huddick has a lot of space to probably get close to around the 10-yard line.
Our defense and offense are looking a lot better right now, and hopefully that can carry into the 2nd half, and this game is still on the table for either team.
It is. Right now, the door is still open either way. Nobody's closed it just yet. A lot of guys looking tired out there right now. So now 17 seconds, a 3rd and 10. 3-man set, 2 to the right. High snap, they give it to Buska. Pocket collapses early, and they'll get to him. Tortorella on there big time and gets him down to the line of scrimmage. And most likely that'll run the clock out.
I liked how he had his jersey the whole time.
He was not letting go of Buska.
It was like one of those runs with the band on you, and
yeah, and it pulls away. But after that play, that'll end things here in the 1st half of play as the Franklin Regional Panthers lead the Shaler Titans 20-14. Join us back here after the band performs on homecoming day. Thank you all for watching, and join us back here for the 2nd half.
We're the 2022 Shaler girls tennis team, and you're watching SATV.
Please welcome the pride of Shaler area, our award-winning Titan Marching Band. Our band takes you on a journey in their special edition homecoming swept our nation. We open our show with Come Together by the Beatles.
Part of our Shaler area homecoming festivities, we are going to reintroduce our homecoming chorus. We have the freshman queen, Cassandra next. The sophomore king, Christian Mendoza. The junior queen, Isabel Dutkovic. The senior queen, Sophia Duty. And the performing arts queen, Rachel Circa. We would now like to introduce the 2021 homecoming queen, Rebecca Beckus, who represents the Shaler area class of 2022. Welcome home, Rebecca. Well, Rebecca's reign as queen is now over, and it is now time to announce the winners of this year's float competition. Are we ready, Shaler area? In third place, we have the performing arts. And in second place, we have the seniors. And the winning float for homecoming 2022, the United Sounds of America, by less than 5 points. We have the sophomores. Christian Mendoza, who represents the sophomores.
Get some sideline footage for second half. Anything in particular you guys are looking for?
We also have the winners of our banners. Birchfield Elementary gets most original. Marzoff gets best overall appearance. Reserve gets best use of materials. And Scott also gets most original. Our elementary school gets the best use of color. Dan gets the most full spirit. And EPA gets the best expression of theme. Congratulations to all the groups who participated in this year's parade and float competition. What a year for the floats and banners. How about giving everybody involved in homecoming a round of applause?
Okay, so we just need to turn the lamp off. We would like to thank everyone who helped make this thing possible. Thank you to our superintendent, Dr. Sean Aiken, and our deputy superintendent, Dr. Brian O'Brien, for their continued support. Thank you to the activities department at the high school, Mrs. Neal, our activities director, Melissa Drucker, the assistant activities director.
We are the 2022 Shaler Area Girls Golf Team, and you're watching SATV. Go Titans!
And welcome back up in the booth for second half action of today's game. And hope you enjoy the halftime activities. I almost said extremities. I didn't even know if that's a word. But guys, I mean, we talked about the homecoming parade and the float earlier. And Mark, I'm going to let you take it away. What happened?
Well, they crowned the places for the different floats, and they ranked them from like the different classes. So they did sophomore, junior, seniors, and then they did a performing arts float. And the sophomores came out on top.
They did. They won. I think I was actually, you know, if you go back and watch the parade earlier today, I don't think that was up there to win yet. I think seniors and performing arts were really big up there.
I was very shocked because I thought the seniors went above and beyond, but...
Absolutely. And then Douglas is going to squib this one in the middle. We'll get back to that in a second. Taken there by the Panthers. Gets all the way to around the 34-yard line, Cole Brinker. And yeah, again, we talked about Shaler. It's their homecoming community activities, and I think the flow in the parade is a great way to do it. But back to the football game, guys. Let's talk about that half real quick. Joey, I mean, what did you see? The Shaler Titans went down early, 2 scores, and they brought it back only down 6 points. How'd they do it?
I mean, it came with their defense. They didn't give any stops there to start, and then towards the end they started getting stops, and then the offense just they had pretty much just 2 big plays that brought Shaler 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think it was a Brandon London 75-yard touchdown and the Joey DeSabato 64-yard touchdown. So probably looking for the same type of crazy plays, like you said making big plays. They couldn't have done any better. But now Sarnik takes the snap. They give it to Buska, looking to make up for his former mistakes, and he's doing just that right now. Still on his feet past the first down, looking to go down the sideline, and gets all the way to the 45-yard line. So Sarnik and Buska starting hot for the Panthers. And what do you think? The Panthers went in the halftime saying, hey, guys, I don't know how we're only up a score, but, we're only up a score. I mean, what do you think they're going to change in their game plan? Keep it on the ground, change anything up?
I mean, honestly, I would keep doing the same thing. I mean, it's really working, both throwing the ball and running the ball.
Yeah, and I think as you said that, we do have a flag. I think we'll have holding. That'll bring it back. So a big run there by Buska. We'll gain nothing. That should be a loss. And like you said, Joey, yeah, I think, keeping it on the ground, Shaler's had a tough time, especially when Sarnik, when Sarnik, he's got that read option, he is an absolute phenomenal quarterback when he's on his legs. So let's see. Cole Brinker is now in the game. He's subbing in. I believe he has a cast on his left arm. He was going to be limited, we thought, but here he is in the third quarter. They move a man in motion. They pitch it off to Buska. Buska looking for something. Gets all the way around back to the original line of scrimmage. So Buska early in the game had a great start to his on his part, and then a fumble or two later, and right now, if you're the Panthers, you're saying, hey, this guy might get some limited tosses here. And Buska actually comes off as I say that, and Kyle Dupil will come in, the sophomore running back. So maybe now Buska coming out saying, hey, we're not trying to win this game still. Not saying you can't help us, but we're going to let some other guys get some snaps here. So Dupil off to the left. Sarnik takes it. They fake it off. They give it to the big man in the middle, all the way to the 50-yard line. I said his name earlier, Chiarizo. Gets all the way to the 50. Hasn't had a catch tonight. Thought he would have had a target. The 6'3", 240 senior, and Chiarizio makes a first down happen. Almost like that Brandon London play earlier. I mean, the tight end's getting pretty open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, definitely. And with that size, they're just trying to bulldoze through people.
Yeah, they got a lot of big guys over there at the Panthers sideline. Now with the three-man set, would they go back to him again? Sarnik takes it, looks right, has a man. Lemke gets all the way to the 44-yard line on the opposite side. So Lemke now gets a catch to his name. He'll move it all the way to the 44, and it'll be a 2nd and 4 for the Panthers. And the Titans, they got to clean up on defense. They can't have a slow start like they did last time, guys.
Yeah, definitely not. You need to come up on top, definitely in this third quarter.
They've been a lot quieter as of, but they ended the half off pretty well. Now Sarnik, two-man to his left. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch. Pocket, look at him go on the legs. Thought that the pocket collapsed and he would have gotten there, but got all the way to the 35-yard line. So Sarnik now. We said, hey, he's the dual threat. And when he takes that read option, he looks great. And the read option, he looks great again.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, what can you do if you're Shaler? That you're blitzing, the pocket's collapsing, and then you just get this guy that just runs up the middle.
If you're Shaler, you're not really doing anything wrong. They're just doing everything right. So the Panthers in the single-man set on both sides. They give it off to DePill, but brought down immediately by a bunch of Titans. Pierce, I believe, in on there early. I think D-Moore in on it, too. So now they sub DePill out, and they'll put Buska back in. And you just got to wonder, are these guys getting tired? We saw earlier a couple of guys, they kind of went down on the sideline. Looked like more of a fatigue than an injury, but you just got to wonder with guys like DeSabato who took a knee injury, and guys, Luke Signetti has a reoccurring problem sometimes around his ankle area. It's just going to be a common factor. The three-man set, Sarnik looking left. Pocket collapses. Does he escape it? No. Flag on the play. Might be going back for holding, but Sarnik still on his feet. He'll be stopped short just to the first down. DeSabato in on the tackle, but I believe this one's going to be coming back. And I believe the hold was there because I believe Shaler probably would have had a sack there. I believe they'll call it on 54. Andrew Davola, the 6'2", 241 sophomore. And every time I say one of the Franklin Regional Panthers, I feel like every time their height is above 6'1".
Yeah, definitely.
It's astounding. Shaler right now, you look at their guys, the average is around 5'10". For the Franklin Regional Panthers, is around 6'2", 6'3". So let's see, how do they line up? A 2nd and 27 now. A lot of work to do. The 3-man set again, though. Sarnik takes it low, has to scramble. Raspolian on it. Does he get there? He does! So, wow, oh my goodness. Joe Raspoli in on that sack. Haven't had said his name too much today, but he's in on that one, and he'll drop Sarnik back around another 10-ish yards, it seemed like.
That was a great job by getting that tackle quick. I mean, he could have bursted out of there. And
Sarnik, yeah, he looked like he was going to take off to the right if he didn't make that tackle, but Raspoli got the feet and dragged him down. So a 3rd and 38 now for the Panthers. And I just heard you audibly gasp. Even me hearing that right now, I mean, that is a huge gain if you get this. Panthers may be looking for something in the open field. Does Chiarizio open up? No, they give it to, I believe that it was to Perez. But either way, he only gets to around the 48. Oh, it was actually Busca. So let's see. I think they will actually go to the punt formation. We saw earlier, guys. They went to the 2 fake punt formations with Sarnik. But now Bain is going to, I believe, actually punt this one. So 4th and 29. It'd be a long fake if they do. The snap's good. Does Bain get it up? He does. It'll go to DeSabato. He'll fair catch it at the 20. They'll mark him at the 21. So Shaler now, they get a huge, huge defensive drive. And, you know, they keep proving me wrong today, guys. I mean, I was just saying, you know, they were starting slow, looked, you know, a little bit lackadaisical, and they get a penalty and a Joe Raspoli sack. And now they have the ball looking to go actually and take the lead.
yeah, definitely. They just like keep surprising us with these plays.
Every time. And Joey, remember, like I said last half, I will give you a 3rd down call if I need to, because if it's working for the Shaler Titans, it might be working for you. So let's see. The 2-man set to the right. Tortorella on the left side of the line. They take the snap. They hand it to Signetti. Looked for more up the gap. Got to the 30, excuse me, to the 25. So a gain of around 3 or 4. So 2nd and long. Tortorella will come off. They'll put plans in.
I think ever since his touchdown, I think the Titans have just been, their energy has been boosted up, and I think they just need to carry this on for the rest of this quarter or even the game, and they'll have a very good chance of winning it.
Absolutely. And they go to Orga. He tries to cut back inside the 30, gets past Busca. No, he actually throws him out of bounds at the 30, but he'll get the 1st down. And that's a good point, Mark. I think not only did they get a lot of boost of confidence, but I think they realize, hey, we don't have to go to Luke Signetti now all the time. You know, you got a DeSabato touchdown, you got a Brandon London touchdown, like you just said. Now you give it to Orga. I think right now they're saying, hey, we can finally deal more cards than just running.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you on that.
So now let's see. 1st down and 10 from their 31. The 6-minute mark is upon us here in the 3rd quarter. 3-man set for the Titans. Can't make a mistake here. Looking for something. Pocket collapses. Smetanka not able to get anywhere. That'll be a huge sack, actually. Didn't even realize it was around 4 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. My excitement should have been way higher for that. Goodness me. Again, Sinclair in on that sack. Slezak in on that sack. So the Panthers get a huge sack. That'll make it a 2nd and 14 for the Titans. And Joey, you've been saying the whole time, you know, the O-line, they got to step up big here.
Yeah, they
It's not
definitely
3rd down, but
yeah,
a 2nd and 14, you got to step up big.
Yeah, especially on 1st down too. You need to get closer.
Yeah, you can't let this happen in your own half. You got to get out of here. So 2-man set to the left. Smetanka takes the snap. Doesn't give it off. Got Orga across. Is he there? Pulls it in. What a great haul in by Orga. And I heard you on your breath. I think you said Brandon. I think Brandon London was
wide open.
Yeah, Brandon London was open, but
I'll take that.
Smetanka hedged his bets. He said, hey, Caden, I got you downfield. So now a 1st and 10 at the Panther 36. And the Titans make it happen. And by the way, the O-line did pretty well there. I mean, it collapsed, but they gave him enough time to get that one off. Right on the money. And a 1st and 10 for the Titans. So let's see. Again, the 2-man set. It's working well. They give it to Signetti. Does he get the gap? We're going to have a flag, probably on hold, but Signetti only got around 2 yards. Looks like it's coming back anyways. I think Barry looked like he might have been on the hold, and we might have a Titan down. Let's see if he's able to get up on his own power. I think he'll just stay down. He'll get looked at. So we'll go to an injury timeout real quick with 4:46 remaining in the third quarter.
We're the 2022 slow pitch softball team, and you're watching SATV.
And welcome back after the injury timeout. It was Yeckel. He was able to walk off on his own power. The cart there, it was just for extra caution, but able to walk off. He's on the sideline, but it was holding on Shaler. So now a first and I believe they're at the 45, 46 yard line, so it should be a 1st and 20, and it is. So let's see. Titans in the 2-man. It's been working. Takes the snap. They don't give it to Signetti. They give him the block. Looking deep for DiSabato. Does he have it? Oh, almost would have catch, but he'll get the interference, I believe. Almost over the head of Cole Brinker, but actually it could go both ways. It looked initially like DiSabato gave a push off, but it might have been right before the ball got in there. That would be a huge penalty both ways. Let's see who they call it on. And they're going to call it on Shaler, I think. They are. They're going to say DiSabato pushed off too much. They're going to call it offensive pass interference. So that went from almost a, what would have been around a 25-yardish completion, brings the ball back now. Another, I'm hoping not more than 15 if you're a Titan. For the Panthers, you are in absolute gracious awe right now that you are able to get away with another big call for your favor. So now, not a 1st and 20, but I believe a 1st and 35. 1st and 25, I believe. Anyways, Schmatanka takes it, looks across deep again. Has DiSabato. Does he get past Brinker? He does. He has the first. Cuts inside. Sheds a man. Or excuse me, doesn't get to the first. He gets to the line of scrimmage. Excuse me. Got halfway to the first. I always see one orange marker and I think, oh, that's a first down, right?
First down.
That is not a first down, ladies and gentlemen. But he will, from a 1st and 25, or 2nd and 25, he'll make it around a 6-yard possible first down. So it'll be a 2nd and 6. The Titans line up same formation on the far hash. They give it to Signetti. Does he have something in him? Looking for the gap. Does he get pushed for the first? About a yard short of the first, so a 3rd and 1. They'll actually mark, yeah, they will mark it a 3rd and 1. So a very manageable 3rd and 1, and in all honesty, you probably give Signetti the call again.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's just 1 yard.
Just 1 yard. You may not know that. That could come back to haunt the Titans. It could be a jinx right there, Joey.
No, I'm knocking on wood.
Bad snap. Anything could happen here still. 3:20 remaining. Takes the snap. Fakes it to Signetti. Has DiSabato. He pulls it in on Brinker. Does he break off? He does. Still on his feet. Cuts inside. And DiSabato putting the team on his back right now. Gets all the way to the 15. They'll mark him at the 12. Actually, right in the middle of the 13, excuse me. So DiSabato now, he'll hit the first down. He's doing a lot of work right now on this drive.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you're Shaler, you just keep going with the pass game. The run game's not there.
He's been your guy all day right now, Joey, and so far he's putting in the work. So let's see, Shaler looking to go up. The 2-man to the right. They give to Signetti, looking for something. Look at the patience, still on his feet. Only the line of scrimmage. Man, these Panthers are holding real well. A bunch of them again on the tackle. Sliva, Sinclair, everybody's in on that for the Panthers. And again, I'm not undermining that defense because they have done so well in the first half. Just right now, the Shaler offense is playing exactly how they need to play.
Yeah, definitely. They're coming out with some more energy than
I think Jim Ryan probably went there and said, guys, we're only down a score right now. We should be absolutely ecstatic. After the half that they had, they should be. So now, Schmatanka rolling, getting chased, has to dump it. Won't go anywhere. He's chased by Kearns. So a 3rd and 10. Bit far for a field goal in this situation. It would probably be around a 35-yarder. Excuse me, it's actually probably around a 25-yarder. So let's see. What do the Titans do here? I mean, Joey, Mark, give me something real quick. What do you look for? I mean, Plans is in now.
I think
he's in there.
Yeah, I think you might go with Brandon or Joey DeStavato again. Or probably
anybody,
Joey.
honestly. Everybody's in. They go 4-man run. And across to London. Does he get the first? Still on his feet. Does he get dragged down? No, they'll mark him in front of the first down, though. They will move the chains for a 1st and goal. And Joey, you keep doing it to me on these 3rd downs, man. I was saying, maybe they give it to Plans. The big guy, the tall, he's in there. And note, you go, hey, Brandon London's still there. Don't forget about him yet. They give it right to him for the 1st. So a 1st and goal at the 2. The Titans looking to punch it in. They give it to Signetti. Does he get the call? On his feet and stopped about a yard short. Maybe almost still got back to the 2. There's a flag, though. Might be a hold. Oh, it could also be a chop block. They will be holding. Okay, good. Almost signaled like he went for a chop block. They will be holding. So not good for the Shaler area Titans on a 1st and 2. You get a holding call against you.
Yeah, now instead of on the 2, I believe, or 3?
On the 2, it'll go all the way back to the 12. So 2nd or 1st and 12. Still will be the goal, but now a 1st and 13. So now let's see. 3-man set. Panthers show blitz. Smetanka looking, has to dump it off. Has DeSabato. Does he get in? No. Took a shot to the back, but he'll get all the way back to right around the 3. So the Titans now will go to a 2nd and 3. Joey, prove me wrong. Who do the Titans go to?
I'm going to have to go again with Joey DeSabato.
I think maybe it's about his time. He got his 2nd of the night. Everybody's been working so well. Oh, they're putting in Tortorella and Pierce. Shake your head at me, Joey. Why is that? You still think they go to DeSabato? You're bringing a fullback and a bigger running back.
The run game is not there right now, I don't think. So I mean, they're going to prove me wrong because they're definitely running it.
From the 3, 25 seconds remaining. Shaler looking to go up. Under center, Smetanka looks right. Is he going to go to him? He has him. Oh, my goodness. Almost what a one-handed grab by DeSabato. You almost did it again, Joey. You really almost did it. That throw was there. That was a touchdown for sure. So a 3rd and 3, 18 seconds remaining. 3s across the board, actually. Shaler Titans, even if you don't convert here, if you can still stay at the 3 or even get a yard or 2, you'll still have a 4th down at the 1. Even if you don't convert then, the Panthers are at their own 1-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's a tough ask. That's a tough ask, even if you don't convert. Let's see, same formation. Brinker covering DeSabato. Organ in on the slot. They roll again. Does he look for DeSabato? He has to scramble. Looking for something. Dumps it off. Oh my goodness, did he haul that in? Brandon London. What a grab. Oh my goodness, Brandon London. Have yourself a game on homecoming.
I believe he got that with one hand, didn't he?
I believe he went up one-handed, contested, and pulled that back in. So Brandon London is going to put the Titans back tied with the Panthers, and if this one can go through, the Titans can take the lead for the first time today with 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd.
Hopefully Grazier can make this extra point. It'll make go for 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 for the day.
Yeah, he would go 3 for 3 for the day. So Grazier, they'll sub in Hartung. Get him on the line. Rispoli's going to hold. He puts this through. Low snap. Oh, goodness. Snap was everywhere wrong. Too high. Rispoli couldn't get the hold. So Grazier will miss it. But now score tied 20-20 with 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Guys, what a drive for the Shaler area Titans. And right now, we thought the momentum was swinging, kind of going into halftime. We thought, the Panthers get the ball back, they can take it. Nope, the Titans say, hey, it's our momentum still. We still want to score. Guys, what do they do now on defense? What do the Panthers actually? I'd like to see this from a different perspective. What do the Panthers have to do on Shaler's defense? What do you say to yourself?
I think they got to go back to picking it apart and getting wide open with their wide receivers.
Haven't said Huddock's name in a long time. He's already had 2 touchdowns tonight. He was going for 3 tonight. I keep saying tonight. I meant today. He's had a couple today. If he can get another one, I mean, that would put them up another score. Let's see who's back to their return, though. And I'm wondering if Huddock is off with an injury. I don't believe he is. But either way, Buska's going to be back there. So let's see. Douglas, does he put a squib down the middle? So score is tied 20-20 as Douglas boots this one down the middle again. It'll roll to Buska. He takes it at his 10-yard line, looking for something up the gap, gets a couple of blocks, get past Winters, but Pierce is in on that tackle. And Pierce will bring him down around the 32-yard line. So the Panthers in pretty good field position, looking to go back up a score with 3 seconds remaining in the third. Man, what a quarter this has been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I mean, the Titans took up around, I think, 8 minutes on that drive.
Yeah, no, that was huge.
They took up a ton of time. And the Panthers, they need a response. You know, you're up 2 scores, you go into halftime, you get the ball back. If you don't score here, I mean, the Titans are rolling. You definitely don't want to lose here. You know, you said to yourself last week, you know, we beat Gateway, the number 2 team in the state, by 7 points. And you say to yourself, you know, we can beat any team right now. We're capable of our own abilities. So let's see. With 3 seconds left, what play do they run? Sarnik back there. They're gonna run the 4-man set. Quad, actually. Let's see. They move Lemke. They don't give it to him. And Pierce on the chase won't get there. Hartung on the chase won't get there. But eventually brought down by a bunch of Titans. Demore finally able to stop Sarnik. And that he'll get around a 2 to 3 yard gain. But with that, that'll end things here in the third quarter. Join us back here as we cover the fourth quarter with the score tied. Titans 20, Panthers 20.
Hi, we're the 2022-23 Shaler Area Varsity Cheerleaders, and you're watching SATV.
And welcome back for fourth quarter coverage of today's game here at Shaler Area Homecoming. The Panthers looking to go up again. The Titans have scored 14 unanswered points. And now Buska gets the call. He'll get all the way, I think, a yard short. We actually are going to have a flag. Could be on a hold. We're going to have a false start on the Panthers. So mistakes coming to haunt the Panthers right now. I mean, they've had good plays after good plays, and every single time something to drag them back. I mean, we talk about the Buska run, and it brought them all the way back to around their own 30 last quarter.
Yeah, that's pretty big because they got a pretty good gain.
And the Titans went down and scored that drive. So now 2nd and 12 from their own 31. 2-man. Takes the snap. They hand it off to Buska. Pocket collapses immediately. Rispoli in on that. Trying to see the other name. I believe it was Mazza. The Titans defense stepping up big right now. So let's see. A 3rd and 12. Didn't get anywhere with it. They're going to sub into Pill. Buska will come out. Again, you could see number 48 break out again, Chiarizio. If he breaks out, it could be another huge gain. 3rd and 14. Still manageable for these Panthers when they're on. Sliva and Lemke on the near side double. Sarnik in the shotgun. Shaler shows blitz. They move Perez. Sarnik takes the snap. Does the pocket collapse? No, it doesn't. Look at Sarnik go. Lowers the shoulder, but gets all the way to the 35-yard line. So it'll bring up around a 4th and 7. Sarnik tried to lower the shoulder and stay on his feet, but didn't get past, I believe, the 36 they'll mark him at. And let's see, are they going to bring out the punt team? They will. Again, this could be where they fake it. I've been on the edge of my seat every time I see them punt since that first one.
Yeah, no, I don't know if they fake it though, because they took their quarterback out.
it'll be a tough ask. DePill is in there as a blocker. So let's see. DeSabato and Orga back there. Bain takes it. Good boot. It'll be high. Orga will fair catch at around the 37-yard line. So now the Titans, they can go and take the lead for the first time today. If they can go down, and just like we said, the last drive took like 7 minutes. If they do it here, I mean, man, they are in great position to go and win this game on homecoming. A little bit more of an overcast right now, but nothing that looks too crazy. Could end up being a little bit of rain today. But nothing more, it hasn't been hot in here that much. We've had a couple of years where it has been a scorcher out. But now the Titans in the 3-man. Shmatenka takes the snap. They give it to Signetti. Won't get anything. Immediately wrapped up. First Panther in there with number 54, Davola. Now I bet the Panthers have an answer to these Titans. And Davola actually will sit down. He'll probably pull up with a cramp or a little bit of an ankle problem. They'll pull the trainers out.
Yeah, no, I think it's just a cramp because I saw him on the sideline warming up and he was getting stretched out.
Yeah. So we'll head to an injury timeout real quick as Davola is on the ground.
We are the Shaler Area Majorettes, and you're watching SATV! Woo!
And welcome back after the injury timeout. Davola was able to walk off under his own power, so good to see. It looked like more of a cramp than an injury itself, which is good. So now that he is off on his own power, the Shaler Titans will now get the chance with the 2nd and 12 to go down the field. Shmatenka loads up, looks for DeSabato, has him, cuts inside, stays on his feet. Can he go cut inside? Look at him go! Does he have the speed to get past? Getting cut and still on his feet. It looked like he almost stepped out of bounds around the 40, stayed inbounds, broke a tackle, and got all the way to around the 12-yard line. Joey DeSabato has the backpack on. He's got the Titans with him.
I mean, what a game he's having. He's breaking at least 2 or 3 tackles every single time he gets the ball.
We've said Joey DeSabato's had a quiet season ever since Butler and Plum. So last couple of games a little bit quiet. But now, after an apparent what we thought could have been a couple of weeks out with a knee injury, he comes into this game saying, hey, I'm not done yet. He's putting the team on his back right now. Shmatenka, they give it to Signetti, looking for the outside, has the gap, still on his feet. Look at him spin and look at him go. And Luke Signetti gets all the way to the 4-yard line. And the Shaler Area Titans off another big play. They go, hurry up. We're going to put some points on the board, said the Titans. They give it to Signetti again. Look at the outside. Does he have the corner? Can he get past him? He does, and he's in. Luke Signetti, his first touchdown on the day, and that'll put the Titans in the lead. And the Shaler Area Titans go up 26-20 over the Franklin Regional Panthers. What a game! What a game, drive, play, all of it from the Shaler Area Titans right now.
Yeah, that was just a great team drive with Joey DeSabato getting that big catch and then Luke Signetti 2 plays running it in.
Now, if Grazier can make this one, which he does, that'll put the Titans up 27-20 over the Panthers. So now with a 1-touchdown lead, if the Titans defense can step up here and get another stop, they can waste a lot of clock and maybe pull out a win on homecoming day. And again, you see the cheerleaders, you hear the crowd now, they're fully invested, they're waiting. They've been hungry for a homecoming win. It's been 3 years since one. Mark, I mean, what'd you see on that drive? What did the Shaler Titans do so well other than obviously the Joey DeSabato run, or excuse me, catch and run?
The play with DeSabato was just...
It was over the top.
It was over the top.
Yeah, it was great.
It was, and then the follow-up with Luke Signetti just to get in the corner of the end zone was just all-around amazing play that the Titans needed.
And like you said earlier, their confidence is high right now.
Yeah, ever since, I'm still sticking with it, ever since the London play back in the second quarter, the Titans' energy has just been through the roof.
They've been riding high on some homecoming energy. The Shaler Titans need it. If they win this, they can go 2-2 on the season, and this is a good team to beat. Franklin Regional is not an easy opponent whatsoever. Now Douglas again. Boots it down the middle. It'll actually go to the right. It'll get picked up by Brinker, and he'll just take the knee at the 20. So another good boot by Douglas. And they'll have the Panthers pinned at their own 20. Now the Panthers looking for an answer. A lot of guys, man, Sarnik, I mean, everybody was so hot for the Panthers. You had Sarnik, Buska, Perez, Dupil. I mean, everybody, again, Huddick, everybody was going in right now for the Panthers. And ever really since the second quarter, it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, I think you can definitely blame it on some of the penalties that they had after a big play, and then it gets called back.
Yeah, they're looking for a lot more. It needs to be cleaner if you're the Panthers. So let's see. Sarnik in the shotgun. One man set. Shaler shows blitz. Sarnik keeps it. Looking up the middle. He'll get around 6 and push back by a bunch of Titans. Sarnik right now, he might have to be the guy that puts the Panthers on his back. I'd say so if you were the Panthers. So now Lemke's going to come in. They'll keep in Sliva. They'll keep in Perez. The personnel will stay the same. They'll go, I think, shotgun again. Buska behind. They will. So now 2nd and 4. Takes the snap. Sarnik looking for, no, he doesn't pitch it off. And Pierce, no, he stays on his feet. Sarnik still going. Looking them down the sideline. Just decent battle to beat. He doesn't cut inside. Stays on his feet and brought down around the 20. Ball out though. Do the Titans have it? The Titans signal they have it. What a huge play that would be. Titans are signaling that they have it. Who grabbed it?
I think they're going to give it to Franklin.
And I think they will. Sarnik on a huge play, wasn't wrapped up by Pierce and got all the way to the Shaler area, 28-yard line. What a play by Sarnik. I mean, I just said he had to put the team on his back, and that he just did. So now the Panthers looking to put up at least 6 and try and tie this thing. DiSabato saved it for the Titans. Couldn't get past him. 3-man set. Sarnik in the shotgun. They hand it off to Buska. Looking at the left side. Has a gap. And kind of ran into his own guy there. But he'll get a gain of 9. Tortorella in on the tackle. Now Sarnik and Buska, I mean, this run game's heavy. If you're the Shaler Titans defense guys, I mean, you got to step up and make some tackles. I mean, not making that tackle on Sarnik right there just cost you about 60 yards.
Yeah, no, you can see Shaler's getting in there, and then he's just breaking tackles. I mean, they're just like barely grabbing him, and then he's just running right through it.
They got to wrap it up. So now 3-man again. Sliva on the far side. Lemke and Perez on the near. Shaler blitzes. Looking for Sliva on the quick. And it'll be an incomplete pass. Was waiting for a flag, but Orga timed it right. Went for Sliva on the first down. Won't get it. So a 3rd and 1. You don't convert here. You got to go for it on 4th. You got to score. The Panthers looking to take advantage of that play from Sarnik. They need something here. Can they do it? The 3-man again. Same personnel. Shaler. They don't blitz. Sarnik keeps. Is he brought down, though? I think immediately by Anthony Mazza. And he's in there to bring him down about 2 more yards back. So now around a 4th and 2 or 3. And Anthony Mazza not only helps the Shaler Titans, but he makes the Panthers' chances here to convert a little bit harder. And if the Panthers really want to convert here and score, they're going to need a big-time play. They bring in Brinker. Lemke on the far side. Chiarizio is in. He calls out to Brinker. Perez in the slot. Sarnik. Shaler doesn't jump. They show blitz. They pitch it off to Buska, and he's brought down immediately by a bunch of Titans, and the Titans make the stop. Carson Pierce, Tortorella, Orga, they brought the house down on the Panthers. And the Shaler area Titans hold true to the defense, and they stop them with 5:42 remaining. Goodness me, the Shaler area defense in this second half is playing like the primetime 70 Steelers.
Yeah, you can definitely see an energy shift here. I mean, geez, the Titans are just rolling on the Franklin Regional.
Absolutely. You thought a pitch right there to Buska easily would have been there, but they were ready and prepared, and 5 Titans were in on that. So now Schmatenka takes the snap. They hand it off to Signetti. Does he have blockers? He does. Up the gap and up the junction. And they'll get around a gain of around 9. So Luke Signetti not getting the biggest plays ever, but again, a gain of 9 yards. It's going to help your team a whole bunch. And the Panthers have to stay true to themselves here on defense. They got to make a stop. You got to bring the house. Sinclair, Duvall is back in. Everybody's got to be in there. Sarnik's even now in on the line. Do you look for the deep threat here for the Shaler Titans?
I don't think you risk it. I mean, you're up 7. You don't need that big touchdown
If anything,
play.
right now, try and get the first, I would say, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
you
give it Signetti.
Yeah, you got to keep the clock running, too.
True. Under 5 we go. 2-man set to the right. Schmatenka. Panthers blitz. Signetti looking for the first. He dives across, and he'll get it. He'll get to the 35, and they'll move the chains. So Luke Signetti, last-ditch effort on the dive. He'll get there, and he'll move the chains for the Titans. Clock rolling still. If the Shaler Titans could use around 3 minutes here and still even get inside the Panther 20, be a perfect way to try and just play an easy defense end. Pierce now in on the personnel. He'll probably be now in as a blocker. Let's see, they're going to take as much time as necessary. Play clock hits 15. They're going to line up. They got to be careful here. They got to get it off. 5 seconds on the play clock. Schmatenka moves Pierce in motion. They give it to Signetti, but won't go anywhere. A bunch of Panthers are in on that one. About 5 of them. Almost looked like if you give it to Pierce there, it might have been the better take. He had the right side wide open. Pierce could have had his first touchdown on the year.
Yeah.
And what a game he would have then. So let's see, though. So a 2nd and 11, the clock is still running. I mean, you're using 40 seconds on the play clock every time. This clock is running, running, and running. Shaler Titans are in no rush to get this one away. 3 minutes 30 remaining in the 4th quarter, and the Shaler Titans are looking primed for a homecoming victory. So let's see, 2-man again. Signetti in, Tortorey on the left. Sarnik comes around on the weak side. Schmatenka keeps with his legs, still on his feet. Does he hold the ball? And he'll dive at the 40-yard line. They'll give him to the 41. So a good rush by Schmatenka. Schmatenka, by the way, guys, he has been pretty on today. He has looked very good. I believe he's had, around 160 yards passing, somewhere around there. And he's had around 20 attempts, probably around 13-ish completed, 10 to 13. So, not Signetti, the Schmatenka has looked a lot cleaner. And Signetti, by the way, he hasn't had the games he's had in the first couple. But, man, he's putting in the work right now for the Titans. Play clock hits 10. 3rd and 4. They give it to Signetti. Does he get a block to the outside? No, stood up by a Panther. Perez in on that one. And he went out of bounds too. The clock does roll, sorry. So clock is about to hit the 2-minute mark here. The Shaler Titans will use all the time they need. And I'm assuming you're going to punt this one away. 4th and 4 at your own 42-yard line. Let's see. They'll just let this run. They'll let it run. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they're going to let it run and then call a timeout.
I mean, it's going to run all the way past the 2-minute mark. Still going. And these Shaler area Titans looking for a homecoming win. Let's see. So they'll call a timeout here with 1 minute and 45 remaining on a 4th and 3 at their own 42. Leading the Panthers 27-20. Joey, I mean, let's go real quick. Recap. This first half. Abysmal.
Yeah, Shaler just had some really good 3rd down plays, and then they got the touchdowns.
Yeah, really kept them in it. And then the 3rd quarter, Mark, I want you to tell me about the 3rd quarter since, you've been talking about the energy. I mean, that Brandon London touchdown, everything's been working for them. But tell me more about it. what came together for the Titans? The O-line especially, too, right?
The O-linemen definitely have been giving Spatanka enough time, and even on running plays, to give the ball to Snetti and find an open gap and a hole and just be able to get a lot of yards.
Absolutely. They've kept it up. So the Titans now a 4th and 3. Trying to see what the personnel is, though. Let's see. They are going to punt. I believe Douglas didn't even realize he had to punt. So if you're a Titan here, you better hope that Douglas is ready to catch this. He's still snapping his helmet in place. The snap better be good by Pierce. It is over his head. There's going to be a flag. He has to pick it up at the 20, boots it off, and he gets popped.
Oh, my gosh.
And it lands at the 10-yard line and picked up. So a flag on the play, and that could not have gone any worse for the Titans. The snap went over Douglas's head. There is a flag on the play. Douglas is shaken up. He took a beating on that hit.
I mean, I think would it be roughing the kicker? Or?
It's going to be it's going to be a false start on Shaler. And no flag for the hit on Douglas. So the Shaler Titans, what would have been just an easy punt away, couldn't even get the punt away. So now a minute and 33, ball is at the 10-yard line, and the Panthers can punch it in and take the tie at least right now, unless they go for 2 and take the lead. So let's see. What did the Panthers pull off here? Sarnik in the shot. Buska behind him. Shaler blitzes. Sarnik looking for the left side. Does he have it? Brought down by Pierce. Clock is going to run, and the Panthers have all 3 of their timeouts. They'll probably let it run so Shaler won't have any time on a drive if they score. This thing might be going to OT.
I don't know. I think they might go for 2.
If they go for 2, you better hope they convert it. They'll let the clock run. Play clock hits 20. A minute and 3 remaining. Left hash. Single man set on the right. Lemke and DiSabato. Shaler blitzes. Buska gets the call. Does he get pushed in? Still on his feet. They'll mark him around the 3. So let's see. They will, I think, mark him around there. And I believe Franklin Regional calls their first time out of the 4th quarter. So, guys, I mean, we were just talking about how Shaler was about a punt of the way, and with 2 minutes left, they would have had an easy, play defense and get the stops. And now the ball at the 10-yard line. I mean, what happened on that play? They couldn't even get the punt team out there.
I mean, I think it was just rushed. I mean, they were, a little unprepared. I mean, even after a timeout, you just can't let that happen. You
absolutely can't let that happen if you're the Shaler Titans. You can't let your punt team not know they're about to punt. So now 48 seconds remaining, a 3rd and 3 at the 3-yard line. So 2 downs pretty much for the Panthers to score. You probably expect a Buska or a Sarnik rush. Probably wouldn't keep it in the air, but they could prove me wrong. Let's see. They go 2 men close to the left. Brinker and Perez. Lemke on the right. Buska behind Sarnik. So let's see. The Panthers looking to punch it in here. Sarnik. Shaler shows blitz. They don't jump. Sarnik on the left. And we are going to have a flag. And I think it's on the Titans. And it will be an offsides call on the Titans. So the Titans, another mistake by them on a 3rd and 3. That'll now move to a 3rd and 1 on the 1-yard line. I've seen it before a couple years ago at Hampton. There was a 1-yard line push, but can the Panthers do it? They give it to Sarnik up the gun. Is he in? A flag on the play. They're going to call a touchdown. The Panthers are in joy, but there is a flag. Who is it on? And DiSabato's pointing the other way. All of the Titans are pointing the other way. And I think the Panthers are in awe that they didn't just score a touchdown right now. And depending on how big it is, it could be up to 10 yards. If it's holding, oh, you don't want a holding call right there at the 1 yard line with a 3rd and 1. Let's see. We're going to have false start offense, so it will get moved back for the Panthers. And the Titans fans right now are happy about that one because that would have been an easy Panthers touchdown. And man, the Franklin regional coach is giving it. I can't tell if he's doing it to the refs or to his players for that mistake. So 41 seconds, 3rd and 6 at the 6. They could still score on this play. Let's see. Again, single man set on the near side. Lemke and DiSabato. Brinker up top. They're going to have a bunch of men on the O-line. They'll give it to Sarnik on the left. The hole opens up, and does he reach? They're going to say he did, and he's in. So Sarnik reaches in. Roman Sarnik puts 6 on the board for the Panthers. And now with a 1-point deficit, if Bain can make the kick, that'll tie things up here with 35 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. What a draw there by the Panthers to get Sarnik the gap and in there for the touchdown. Now it's up to Bain. He's missed one today, but he'll probably make it through here. Joey Bain looking to tie things up. Getting the crowd hype. Gets the snap high. Looks, and it is good by a mile. So now tied at 27-27. Things are tied and square here between the Titans and the Panthers. 35 seconds remaining, and man, this thing might go to OT. Unless with 35 seconds, you never know what the Shaler Titans could pull off with 2 timeouts.
I know. Well, I mean,
you give Jim Ryan 2 timeouts. I mean, he could make magic happen in an instant.
Well, I mean, Shaler's had some pretty big plays, I would say.
You never know. We haven't had London's name called in a while. You know, maybe he gets the call here. It all starts with the kick return, though. DiSabato and Orga on it. I would doubt they do anything surprising or special. Bain probably might keep this on the ground. The Shaler Titans, they were 1 minute and 45 seconds away from pulling off a homecoming upset over the Franklin Regional Panthers. And in that 1:45, everything went downhill in an instant. The Panthers tie, and they're going to kick off here. Bain from his 40. He will keep it up in the air. Orga has the ball. He's got to hold on to that thing for his dear life. He'll take the return. Looking left side. Does he get a block? Oh, goodness. It opens up. He doesn't get a call in the back. Does he get past Buska? And he just gets he gets dragged out by a bunch of Panthers. Buskin on it. He got all the way to around the 20. They're going to call him at the 26. The Panthers were looking for a block in the back, but didn't get it. Took up 11 seconds, though.
Yeah, that's one of those time things where, I mean,
might
he
just
only
want
got
to get out of
6.
bounds. No need to try and play hero just yet if it's not there. But he helped his team out massively by getting to the 26 at least. So 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line with 24 seconds remaining. Can the Shaler Area Titans create a storybook ending on Shaler Area Homecoming 2022? Let's see. London is in. 2 safeties. They're going to call timeout Shaler. So Shaler's going to think things over. And guys, I'm going to think things over too. What do the Shaler Titans draw up here?
I mean, I've said it all game, but I think they're going to Joey DiSabato again.
Oh man, I honestly, I'd like to think that, but I think they're going to know, hey, we got to cover 3. You know, 3 and 85. Keep it on him. If maybe Orga can get open. I mean, he just had his big 35-yard reception earlier. So maybe Orga gets the house call here. It all depends. 24 seconds remaining. I mean, guys, I'm like almost at a loss for words. I know I'm being pretty silent right now for all the viewers, but I'm still pretty much in awe of how this one has turned out. From what we thought would have been over about 7 minutes ago, now ends up being a possible overtime play for both teams. And they're going to really think things over. Torre is pointing a lot of fingers of where guys need to go and where guys need to block. If you pull something off special in your own 26-yard line, I mean, man, you got to hope it's perfect, because you make a fumble, you cause anything to happen, Oh, that could come back and haunt you for days, weeks, months, and years. Let's see, the double man set. They don't shy away from it. They move London, and they switch Signetti. They give it to Signetti. Up the gun, and he gets tripped up. So now he got all the way around to the 32-yard line. Shaler is going to take another timeout. They'll take their final timeout, probably try and get 1 or 2 more plays off. If they can maybe get a pass to around the 50, go for it on, a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's when you got to put in guys like London, Plans, and everybody who's tall. So let's see. Man. And I know the Shaler Titans like to create drama, but this one's going to hurt a lot of fans if they lose this one, especially that late in the game. That'll come back to haunt you a bunch. The Panthers now, though, they're in prime position to take over here, go into OT, riding on some momentum here, and maybe pull away a win. They were up 13 at half. Or excuse me, they were up 13 at one point, excuse me. But Smetanka takes the snap. They give it to Signetti. He gets a block. It gets past Perez, still on his feet. He gets to the 37-yard line. And that most likely on a 2nd and 4, it's going to move the chains, so it'll stop it, but... Oh, excuse me, Shaler took their final timeout right now. Franklin Regional just took theirs, sorry. So now Shaler now uses both of theirs. So the Shaler Titans, 8 seconds remaining, tied at 27 with the Panthers, excuse me. Man, can they pull off maybe a, Hail Mary lateral with 8 seconds left? We'll have to see. What guys do you put in? You got to think of something crazy here. Who do you give it to? Let's see the personnel. Di Sabato, Orga, Tortorella, London, Signetti. Everybody's in there. Same thing for the Panthers. They're running 3 safeties, 4 safeties. They're not even worried. They're going zone. They give it to Signetti up the right side, and he's still on his feet, and he gets thrown down, and that'll end the clock here in the 4th quarter. So a run is going to end things here, I believe, in the 3rd quarter. Let's see, though. The clock, the chains would move, and they would stop the clock at 1 if he got down, but I believe that's going to end things here in the 4th quarter, and it will. With 27-27, the Titans are tied with the Panthers. Join us here for overtime coverage, and stay tuned.
We're the 2022 Shaler Football Titans. You're watching SATV.
And welcome back for overtime, and this place is rocking right now at Louis C. Mardig. Again, Smetanka and Tortorella out there for the Titans. Buska's out there, Levin's out there. A bunch of guys out there for either team. We're going to head into overtime, tied at 27. For those of you that don't know the overtime rules, here's the probable, most likely iteration of it. It'll be each team gets the ball at the 20. Whoever gets it first will get the ball at the 20. They can get a first down to the 10. If you don't get a first down, obviously, the other team gets the ball, but you can either go and score a field goal or score a touchdown. You score a field goal, the other team gets a chance to score a touchdown. You don't score, the other team gets a chance to just score in general. And if you score a touchdown, the other team has to score a touchdown and a field goal to, of course, tie things up. So let's see. I think the Shaler Titans have gotten it. So they're going to go into the trees here at their own. Actually, it might not be at the 20. Is it at the 10?
It's at the 10.
So it is at the 10. So what I thought was at the 10, it is actually at the 10-yard line. So what's at the 10-yard line now, you get 4 downs. 4 downs to go in and put points on the board. If the Shaler Titans can do it here, and then they stop the Franklin Regional Panthers, that'll be an overtime ending of many proportions. So now, 2-man set. We're going to have a false start on the first play, and I think it's on the Titans, and it is. What I thought was just the defensive line shifting actually was caused by the Shaler Titans. And the Shaler Titans, in the last 5 minutes of play, these mistakes are killing them. And let's see, did they just call? No, I don't believe they called a timeout. Sorry. I almost thought they had a timeout. They did not. So Smetanka just got the call. So now a 1st and 15 from the 15. You do not just help yourself out there. You can have no mistakes in overtime. Let's see, Smetanka takes the snap. Pocket collapses, dumps it across for Orga, and he caught it! He caught it! Caden Orga puts it in, and the Titans, off a mistake penalty, put in 6. Wow!
I mean, I'm almost going to say that penalty kind of helped them.
It almost did. You kind of just said to yourself, screw it. We'll throw it up to Orga, and I said earlier, you know, he needs the call. But now it's up to Grazier. Grazier has to put this through to make it safe. Let's see. Grazier, good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. So Grazier puts it through to put the score at 34-27. The Titans lead the Panthers. And all of Shaler area now has to sit in their chairs, hold their breath, and wait. Same thing with all the Panthers fans. The Panthers now have 4 downs to go. Again, get a touchdown. They can't get a field goal here. They have to score. Guys, I mean, what do the Panthers do here? We were talking earlier, keep it on the ground, but Joey, you noted while we were on break, you know, Sarnik's beat up.
Yeah, he's definitely
beat up. He is hurting.
Every time I look at him, he's on his hands on his knees and he's hurt.
Sarnik's taking a beating. So a 3-man set. The Shaler crowd is loud. Buska behind, 3 men. Takes the snap. Sarnik looks, stays on his feet. Look at Sarnik go. Is he in? He's stopped at the 1. Wow. So Sarnik on just a quarterback keep takes it himself all the way, and Carson Pierce is going to be down on the ground in pain. We're going to have to go to an injury timeout here. And welcome back after that. Carson Pierce gets off on his own power. It looks like around the abdominal, probably took a shot to the ribs area. Slow sub in Kadir Berry. A 2nd and 1 on the 1 for the Shaler area Titans. The Franklin Regional, for the Franklin Regional Panthers, the Shaler Titans are looking to stop them at the 2nd and 1. So play clock rolls at 40. Sarnik. He either most likely will get the call, or so will Buska. Let's see, Buska to the left. The Titans got to bring the house down unless they pass. And he's going to take it under center. Does he get in? The ball's dropped. Are they going to say fumble? This would be an unreal ending if it's a fumble. It looked like it popped out, but I think Sarnik got back on it.
He landed right on it. It should be short.
So it's going to be 3rd and inches now for the Franklin Regional Panthers.
I mean, that's very fortunate for the Titans. Oh, my goodness. They had number 5 for Franklin.
Perez.
Yeah, he was wide open. Nobody was
wide
on
open.
him.
And it was crazy. They brought the house down when they saw Sarnik go in on that under center keep. So a 3rd and inches. Man, could another stop happen? Let's see. Buska behind. They give it to him. Is he in? Did they hold him?
Oh, sure.
They did. They held him at the inches again. So a 4th and inches for the Shaler area Titans to hold the Franklin Regional Panthers. Can they do it? 1 play to decide it. If they score, they go and they have to kick the extra point. If they don't, the Shaler area Titans walk it off on defense. They've got Lemke and Sliva. This is it on Homecoming 2022. Sarnik in the shotgun. Shaler brings the house, and did they hold him? He spins in for the touchdown. So Sarnik gets in, last-ditch effort on the spin. He looked like he was stopped. He'll get in. But now it's up to Bain. Bain has to put it through. He's missed 1 today, but it looks like it hasn't affected him since. He's been perfect ever since that moment. If you're Shaler, you're looking for a high or low snap. It could also be a fake. Let's see. High snap. It's good. And the kick is good. So now the Franklin Regional Panthers tie things up at 34. So now the Shaler Area Titans, they have another chance to go 4 plays from the 10 and score. These guys are beat up on both sides of the ball.
I'll tell you what, Sarnik is just, he's a player.
He's a dog right now.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. I doubted him earlier in this game. I thought, his passes wouldn't be there, and they were. Throughout, thick and thin, he got him off and he got him there. But man, he's proven me wrong time and time again of how good of a quarterback he is. So now the Shaler Titans, talking with the referee, the ball will be at the 10. You got 4 plays again to put it through and make the field goal. It'll be tough for the Titans. They almost had it on a 4th and inches, and it makes you wonder if you stop Sarnik on that first play, only about 5, does that help you out anymore? The Franklin Regional Panthers now on defense. They're going to have the house down. I mean, they're going to have everybody. Davola, Sinclair. They're going to have the big man, Max Levin. He's going to be in there. So, I believe, it flips now. Franklin Regional has to score again, and then I think the Titans will get it after this. So they give it to Buska, but he doesn't get anywhere past the line of scrimmage. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. That would have been the scenario, but they do have to play defense first. I forgot they do flip. It's almost like a half.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy how that offense stays on.
I guess it makes sense. So, yeah, you have to stay on and deal with it. I guess the pressure was on, though, for the Titans, so it's kind of only fair.
Yeah.
It was only fair, I guess, in a sense. So now a 2nd and 10 from the 10. The Panthers sticking to the run. They have Perez in, Sliva in, and Lemke at the bottom. Titans looking to play hard defense here. They blitz. Looking right. Can they get him? Look at him go. Sarnik, open hole, and he'll get in for the score. And Sarnik, look at the legs. He can't be stopped right now. And you just got to wonder, man, when do the Titans decide to cover him? They cannot cover Sarnik whatsoever right now. So now Bain has to put this through to keep his team up a whole 7 points and make the Titans have to make a field goal if they score, or point after, excuse me. What a game this is. So now Bain. Snap is good. Kick is good. Oh, it was going to be blocked. There's a flag. I think it's going to be... We're going to have false start on the offense. So instead of a blocked kick, it's going to get moved back. So they called it dead. So now Bain, it's 5 yards further. Let's see, he's got to make it. Snap, it's good. The hold, it's good. The kick is good. So now Bain puts the pressure on the Titans, up 41-34. The Titans now, they have all the pressure. They have 4 plays to go in and score from the 10. We could be here all night.
Yeah. Is there a limit?
I'm actually not sure. We're at quarter 6 necessarily because it's the second overtime. So I'm not sure if you get past maybe 2 or 3, do they tie? I haven't been really informed. I haven't been informed recently.
I think it might be 4 or 3.
I haven't been informed recently, so we'll have to see. Again, last night, North Hills and Penn Hills went to overtime, and North Hills had a huge upset over the Penn Hills Indians, 27-26. I mean, they pulled off the upset to keep things in this section kind of even ground. So now the Titans, they have to score in 4 plays. Schmatanka gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself on the legs. Does he stay in? Pushes a man over. Gets to the 1. They said his stretch didn't get in, but a 2nd and 1 from the 1. You got good odds to score here if you're the Titans. Regardless if you're scoring, you got to make the field goal at the end of the day. Man, what a game this is by both teams. At the end of the day, both teams should be super proud of themselves for how they both have played. But either way, double man set. Schmatanka takes the snap. They give it to Scanetti. He's stopped. His reach doesn't get there. And he goes back a yard. So a 3rd and 3 now. They've got to score on this or 4th down to keep things even close. They got to score. The Titans, they were going to win the game with 1:45. They couldn't do it. The muffed punt over the head of Douglas. The Panthers went down and scored. Now in overtime, 2. Schmatanka takes it, looking pass, has DiSabato, and he's in for the score. DiSabato on the reach on Brinker, and he pulls it in and across the line. What a throw by Schmatanka to find him. Now it's up to Grazier. Wait a minute, Shaler area. They're going for the win. They're going to do it. Shaler area is going to go for the 2-point conversion and try and win this thing. You score here and you win the game. You don't score and you go into homecoming night with the loss. What a call this is. You hedge your bets. After around 2 hours of game, the Titans looking here. Does the O-line hold? We're going to have a timeout. The Panthers take their timeout. Guys, let's talk this call then. This is a huge call to go for 2. I think it might be 2 because I don't think he wants to tie. I think Jim Ryan said, we're going to try and win this thing. So now what do you do?
I mean, I don't think the run game will be there and get this. I think he might have to throw it.
I'm not sure. From what, the 3 or 2 yard line?
Yeah, it looks like the 3 from here.
Yeah,
but I thought it was the 2.
I'm not sure. Either way, it's a bit far for a run.
Yeah.
And if you throw, who do you throw it to? They subbed in Plans. They keep in DiSabato. I think they keep in Orga, and they keep in London. Orgareta. I just mixed 3 names together. Augie Tortorella is also in there.
I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with throwing it to any of them.
I don't think so, but you got to go for the guy who you know is going to win you the game. And right now, I'm not sure who that might be for the Titans. They're going to go 3 receiver set. You score and you win. Shaler area going for it. They move DiSabato in motion to the right side. They're looking for it. He has to dump it off. He's open. Oh my God! He got it. Brendan London caught it. The Titans walk it off. They do it. Homecoming 2022 ends in a victory for the Shaler area Titans. Oh my goodness, Joey and Mark. What a game by the Shaler area Titans, and what a call. They found London in the end zone. They found him wide open. The hero of the game, Brandon London. What a game, 42-41 on homecoming. This was one for the ages. What a game. Joey, you are speechless. Guys, let's go over real quick on homecoming as teams come to shake their hands. Let's go. This will be the post-game in here. Why not? We've got the energy for it. Guys, first half, what happened? I mean, Shaler went down early. They were down 13 scores. They went into half. What do you think happened between both teams? I think Franklin Regional was dominating.
I mean, I think Shaler's halftime speech was definitely real good after they got that those long touchdowns and then that stop on defense.
Absolutely. Man, I got to give credit to both teams. I mean, both teams had an absolute monster game. Both quarterbacks, King and Schmatanka, I think he ended out around with 200 passing yards, a couple of touchdowns. Sarnik with a bunch of touchdowns and a bunch of rushing yards, and a bunch of guys on either team did their job. And then what turned around then in the second half?
I mean, Shaler just started getting stops, and then they started scoring on offense,
The defense
too.
stepped up, and Mark, what happened with the offense? They gave them time, didn't they?
They did.
The O-line stepped up. You've been saying it. They gave him the time. On that last play, Brandon London got open.
London was being very consistent today with getting open and finding it just the right time.
Absolutely.
That's exactly when we needed it.
Absolutely. So the Shaler area Titans now on homecoming 2022 get the victory over Franklin Regional in double overtime, 42-41, and they'll head 3-2 into the next week against Woodland Hills away. So join us for that, but enjoy the rest of your homecoming night. Shaler area, that was John Irwine, Joey Miller, and Mark Povich up here for your SATV broadcast. Have a good night, Shaler area.